Yo, 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 yo.
I'm supposed to go first. Not kidding. Welcome to Doctors and Dungeon Masters. I am Kelly Breivik, PhD student and Plan H at UWM, and I am the Dungeon Master.
I am Ryan House, also a PhD, also at UWM, but not the Dungeon Master. I played the Druid Boggs, the Plant Man.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Corey Hernai. I am a PhD student here at UWM and Plan C. I am the black sheep of this table. Let's see. I play the rogue Franz. Speaking of black sheep.
I'm Maggie.
Alright, can we get a recap?
Who's Maggie?
That's me.
What's Maggie's thing? What's her deal?
She's got red hair.
Oh, cool. What class is she?
There's
I always thought of her as, like,
there's
sort of
not
a
really anything such as
middle
a class.
Right.
Yeah.
Class is just an
She's
illusion we
the-
use to conform to the rules.
So
But
you're-
in the game, class doesn't exist.
Spoken like a true petite bourgeoisie.
Oh! Recap.
Yup.
I can't remember how it started, but I remember how it ended.
We had a bunch of dragons
Mhm.
born, and we were trying to get them out of a cave. That's where we started.
Yeah.
Let's break down that sentence. There were dragon born. Dragons were not born.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah,
They were born at some point, but
Yeah.
it's not in the previous episode.
But they were not born as dragonborn.
Yes.
That is an important
Oh, yeah.
distinction in this
Yes,
universe.
it is. Yes, it is.
No one was born a dragonborn in this universe.
Yeah.
For now, as far as you
Yes.
Yeah, for now.
Soon for
Yeah.
now may have a dragonborn child.
I've got a
Yes.
ship for now and ace now.
know. Yep.
Come on.
There's a bit of an age difference.
Game of Thrones rules.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So what happened in the rest of the fucking last
We
time?
fought a tank.
Okay, okay. They're not doing a good job. You just like skip the entire middle section. Okay.
Yeah, just get past the second act. We just got to get to the finale.
Anyways, so we had the dragonborn and we found a secret passage out. So we took the secret passage and we kind of snuck around the encampment of the Inquisitors who were like kind of guarding. We killed a couple Inquisitors, but we were worried that they were more powerful ones or just more in general. So we snuck past them and we ended up. Boggs realized that we were in his home, and so what we did from there is we went and we got to a secret hiding spot that only Boggs knows about, and. From that secret hiding spot, we left the Dragonborn and we went on a journey to go to the capital city of Taizhou to find some smugglers who could smuggle the Dragonborn into a neighboring city, Valacia.
Yeah, we got some connects up there.
Yeah, and with the goal of sending the Dragonborn off into across the border. But on our way, we were walking along the coast and there was a lighthouse, and Boggs saw on top of the lighthouse was his mom. I was like, oh, look, it's Boggs' mom. And then, boom, tank out of nowhere. Boom, explodes the lighthouse.
I thought we were doing Annihilation fanfic.
And then, boom, Boggs' mom is dead. Or is she? And then she rises from the ashes as a viney beast, just like her son. And we thunder step onto the tank and blow it up. Well, not really blow it up. More like set the people inside on fire. And then they gave up. We talked to them for a while. And then I went to the Dragonborn because now we're part of this rebellion of farmers to stop the elite
Forces of not farming.
the forces of not farmers. Basically, we're trying to protect the
The
local
FNF.
population from a globalist corporation that's trying to move in and take over.
Globalists.
Yeah, this is a anti-globalist.
Sorry, I won't get into Alex Jones impersonations. And then, but
Are we an
importantly,
alt-right Twitch stream now?
importantly, we still have.
No.
Importantly, we still have the tank.
Yes, we do still have the tank, but we went back and talked to the Dragonborn, and some of them decided to fight for the farmers' cause, and others are just staying put. But we felt like we had to go back because it's kind of like it was suddenly a big delay in the plan to send them off
Yeah,
into a more safe place.
they learned how direct democracy is a failure of a system.
All right, and now we're here. Goddamn.
I believe in only authoritarian governments.
So we're gonna skip ahead just a little bit, only a little bit.
What happened in the meantime?
I'm getting there. When I say just a little bit, I mean to that night, so everyone's like chilling out
I'm gonna
wherever
roll
you
a
are.
D100.
You met up, so it's still the same day of Boggs' mom.
We get the
becoming a
long
plant.
rest? Sorry.
I've done 52 push-ups.
You're about to.
Oh, okay.
And what was I gonna say?
I'm just getting my characters.
Okay. Does someone have a tissue, by the way? Because, like, I realize my nose is running and I can't get up. But anyway.
I might
Oh.
have.
Oh, bless. That's
It's
beautiful.
not a tissue, but
Here,
It's good enough.
I'll give you all of
Okay.
them.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks.
Papa bless.
You should
So-
blow right into that mic.
No, that's disgusting. So, anyway, you're chilling out at Boggs' old home, actually, and,
Wait. Old, like, Boggs' home or Bogris's home?
Boggs' home, like, oh, cool. We're like,
Oh, Mama's home.
Yeah,
Oh,
Family home.
the
that-
family home, sorry.
La Familia.
Yeah.
Leal home.
And you noticed your
Casa
room
de
was kept
Boggs.
exactly the way it was. Like mom kept it.
Oh, that's sweet.
And all of the drawings of your dad are still like up where they used to be.
Okay.
There's a little shrine dedicated to the two of you.
Oh.
With just like all your old, your favorite little things, and it's not like a creepy shrine. It's just like I miss them, and this reminds me of them type thing.
Oh, sure.
And your mom sits down with the 5 of you because for now an Ace are now with you.
Hey.
And when you first arrived with them, she was a little startled, but I mean, she's a plant person now, so she's got to deal with dragon people as well. And she sits there and she goes, "I should probably catch you up a little bit." And she looks to you mostly because. She goes, what?
Do we have any snacks?
Yeah. She goes rummaging through and she pulls out like dried seaweed, but it's like dried bogweed.
I start munching
So
on
it's it's like seaweed, but it's a little bit like mossy instead of salty. I'm not sure how Franz likes that.
Yeah, Franz is down with salty
Yeah.
things.
Or like, oh no, it's like earthy.
Yeah, he's down with earthy, salty things.
Okay. So it's that. So it's not filling, but it's something to munch on. And she goes, "I haven't seen you for 3 years. What's going on?"
Oh, well, I'm a filler in.
Okay. Fair enough. I was ready to take a drink, but I guess not. So Mama Boggs is now caught
Thrilling
up.
storytelling, let me tell you all.
Yes, beautiful. And then she goes, "Do you remember Warren?" And you would know him as like just kind of like the guy at the farm next door.
Oh, yeah, Warren. I remember him. He was the guy at the farm next door.
Do you remember the 21st night of
Oh my
September?
Okay. And she goes, well, he was kind of leading the rebellion, I guess, because things have gotten kind of messy in the past few weeks. He found a like at the warehouse where everything is going on, and he wanted to have a look and get back to us so we know what we were going up against, but he didn't make it back, and I don't know if he's still alive. I don't know if he's captured, but we think that getting him back and the intel and the information and anything that he has to offer for it will really help us tip the tides for this, because I don't think that tank was the only one. I don't think it's the only trick they have up their sleeve. And if we want to protect these lands, then we're going to have to hit them before they hit us.
Yeah.
I have a backup plan.
Okay.
Okay, hear me out.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of my thing. It works, but it's really bad. If we end up losing, we should burn everything. If you guys can't have the land, then neither should they.
Okay, we don't plan to lose.
No.
And I don't think that would really phase them. They're just wanting to dump stuff here, right? What are they
Yeah.
doing here?
They want this to be dumping grounds.
Oh, well, there goes my plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think that the state of the land really matters to them.
You mentioned we have friends living in these lands.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if we're gonna die, then no one's gonna live here.
Okay. Point noted, Franz.
Just part of the meeting minutes. That's all.
Uh-huh. And she goes, I I feel bad asking for your help because I know that you're not from here, but if you're Boggs' friends, then I imagine you would want to help him. So if it's not for me and if it's not for the farmers, it's for him. We have a map of the compound, and we're going to have a meeting tomorrow to discuss the plans moving forward.
What time?
This dinner time tomorrow.
It's too it's too long. We should go like tonight or this morning.
Did you want to try and rally a meeting before then, or did you want to?
We could try to get your friend out of whatever predicament he's in before then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think a morning meeting would probably be most apt.
Or we could try to strike before the morning. We don't know.
Also, bear in mind you haven't long rested yet. Tonight is your long rest.
Yeah, but I'm at full HP and I got all my spell slots. I'm a warlock.
I'm Gucci.
I don't.
I need to long rest.
How bad do you need to long?
I mean, I'm out of 3rd level spell slots.
And I also think he's had quite the emotional day. I think we all need a good night's rest. Even
You just you and me. Let's go.
we can't split the party.
I don't like the idea of those fellas that we let go today getting back and being all like, oh hey, they took out one of our tanks. Like, what is going to be their response when this is what I was thinking about on my walk over to the Dragonborn. It's just like, what's going to be their response when they find that out? They're just going to be like, now's the time to attack. Because they're going to think that, like, I presume there was a time where the tanks were completely uncontested. Now that they're contested, like, it's the most opportune strike because you don't know how much stronger your opponent is going to get. If you wait, like, you know what I mean? Like, just think about it from their perspective. If they wait, then we're just consolidating more power and we might be able to contest the tanks even better in the future, right? And so, and now they know we have a tank. And so there's a lot of things to consider there that I think are reasons to strike as soon as possible.
And when you say we have a tank for now, goes, would you have a tank?
Yeah, actually, for now.
I told you about that. Remember on the walk over when I was telling you about my day?
Okay, so then you reminded her that you had a tank, and she's itching to get inside of it.
How about this?
Was she the one who was good at the forklift?
She was.
Okay.
She was the good one. Yeah.
Forklift. That was what it was.
Boggsy needs some sleep, but I can spend a little bit tonight. I can take for now to the tank, and we can kind of work on getting for now situated in the tank. Also, get the tank out of the field. I think that in general is a good idea.
That's a good
Um,
I think we should conceal it.
Yeah,
at the very least.
We can move the tank,
Secure it.
but we're not. This is not a mission that needs a tank. This is we're breaking somebody out of prison.
no, I'm just saying we need to just.
Or
He needs his long rest.
prison is the wrong term. Let's just be clear about
Metagaming lingo. He's gonna take his long
that.
rest.
Kidnapped.
I'm gonna take a short rest and during
not
half of
legal
that
authority.
sleep time. Take for now. Get the tank. Get her situated in the tank, so there isn't like a learning curve issue later.
I like it.
Cool. Is there anything you wanted to do that isn't?
How far away is this place where you think that they got your guy?
Jack has the map. He would know best. He's in the farm right over from us.
Is Jack who's gonna come meet with us later?
Do you think he'd be surprised if I came and knocked on his door at this late hour?
Maybe, but if you, I could write a letter so he's not nervous about you. I would go myself, but I mean, this is gonna take some explaining.
Yeah, that's okay. Can I get that letter?
Yeah, she scribbles something down and hands it to you, and she tells you how to get to the next farm. It's like a 20-minute walk.
Okay. I'm gonna head down.
Okay. So are you just going up, knocking on the door?
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay.
the middle of the night.
It is. So no one answers because it's the middle of the night. And then I imagine you would knock a second time, and at that second knock, you hear a soft pitter patter of feet, and the door opens. And there's a little boy standing there, looking up at you, dressed in his pajamas. And he looks up at you.
What was the name of the farmer? Alex?
Jack.
Jack, okay. Hi, how are you doing? I'm looking for Jack. Alright, I'm a friend of Kalusa. What was your mom's name?
Kahlua?
Kalua.
No,
Kasula.
Kasula.
Kasula. I'm a friend of Kasula's, and
She just earned
I
a
have
nickname.
I
Sorry.
have important matters to discuss with Jack. I know it's late, but could you get? I see your father.
He nods.
Could you get him for me?
He closes the door but leaves it a little ajar. And he scampers over, and you hear him enter a room, and there's a brief, like, angry shout, like, what the hell are you doing, boy?
Or-
disgruntled man voice. But then eventually the boy tugs his dad out and to the door, and he's very grumpy. You know, he's got like little circles under his eyes because he hasn't been sleeping well lately. And now he's been disturbed again, and he goes, "What do you want?"
I'm sorry to bother you, sir, but it is important matters. To show my earnestness, here's a letter from Kasula
Yeah.
describing who I am.
So I guess you need the map, and she would have written that down. So he goes, all right. He nudges his kid out of the way very gruffly, and bam. Can we get the thing back up just to make sure that I didn't get... Okay, good. All right, cool. So this isn't exactly... He goes, it's not exactly to scale. We did like a flyby real quick, so... this is just what I can't guarantee it's completely right.
Flyby? What do you mean by that?
And he pauses and he goes, flyby.
I will take out a coin from my bag and I'll cast light on it and I'll say, "Don't worry, no secrets here."
Okay. So he knows that he's in good company, more or less. And he goes, Warren has this bird he keeps, and he could see through the bird or something.
Okay. All right, so it's pretty reliable information.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you. This is very well detailed. Looks like they've got a lot of them tanks, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if they've got more than the 6 that you found?
We only saw it was like 6 or 7.
Okay, we took out one today.
Oh.
You know that lighthouse?
Yeah.
They blew it up, but
he looks really pissed.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But on the plus side, we have a tank now, and we have somebody who can use it, knows how to drive it. So that's good. By the way, next time you see Kasula, she'll look a little different.
How different?
Pretty. Did you see Boggs before he left?
Yeah. How do you know Boggs?
He's a good friend. He's how I know about this struggle. He's back.
Dead.
He was.
And also, just so you know, when I text you, you hear that voice in your head.
Oh, you just text.
I did text you something.
Oh,
it's separate from our conversation, and I literally just.
So I hear it in my head
Wait.
during this conversation.
Yes,
If
and
he
it's
knows me
not
as Boggs,
his voice.
he knows I'm a
Oh well,
Plant.
Bogris.
yeah.
What was your name before?
Bogris was my name before.
Okay,
But they didn't call me Bog until
gotcha.
Yeah.
So we'll pretend that you said Bogris, and
Is your boy magical?
no, he's stupid.
Anyways, sorry for that aside. I'll do.
And you hear that in your head.
Okay. Anyways, but yeah, so we commandeered one of the tanks, so that's good. Yeah, Bogris is alive. We've been doing some stuff lately. It's been a busy week. Let's put it that way. Let's just say I was down. What was the name of that? What was the name of the town where we had like the bad thing happen with Franz?
Dorking.
Let's just say I was in Dorking on my way to the Capitol, and now I'm here, and so like it's been a busy week. So we know that there's probably 5 or 6 tanks. All right, how far away is this place?
It's about a 2-hour walk.
Okay, and this is a pretty detailed map. I'm asking you, the DM, would I know how to get there from the map that he's giving me, or is it like this is just a flyby?
This is the flyby, and he would give you directions verbally how to get there. He doesn't have a map to there for whatever reason. Probably just so that like no one could take the map.
Get out a piece of paper and write down the directions.
Yeah, he goes, we don't keep track of where it is because we don't want any old person, running in all willy-nilly as fucking Warren.
No, that's wise. In times like these, people do crazy things, so that's understandable.
So you must be packing some power there if Kasula sent you out there and got that tank down.
Well, it was more happenstance. We were just walking by and it happened. Now we've been roped in. But yes, I would say we got lucky with the tank. I don't know how well we'd fare going against like 2, but fortunately, I have a spell that just helps getting onto or into the tank really quickly, and that's like the only reason we stood a chance against the thing. But yeah, you can feel free to go back to sleep. Did we decide on the meeting being tomorrow morning?
We discussed it. We didn't finalize anything.
Then I'm just gonna assume it's so. Yeah, because of the encounter with the tank today and the fact that there were some survivors who fled, we want to try to act on this information as soon as possible, which is why I came and bothered you in the middle of the night. And I'm sorry to disturb your sleep, but you can feel free to go back to bed. Is the kid around? Good visual sight?
If you look past him, he's kind of peeking out of his room watching you.
Okay.
So he's a little down the hallway.
And when the guy turns or isn't looking at us, I give him a wink and a come here.
The kid starts coming over.
Well, when the dad's going to bed.
Well, he would have closed the door.
Okay.
So would you try and signal to the kid to come over after?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a stealth check for the kid. It does well enough. Dad's asleep anyway. I should have used my fancy new fucking dice tray. Anyway, so.
Yeah, we got new dice trays.
Yup, and I'm using
Thanks.
blue.
I got purple.
1 second, let's
I
got my own.
I'm a yellow mellow.
So the door closes, you hear the dad go to sleep, there's a moment, then the door opens again. And the kid's staring up at you wide-eyed excited. And you hear I'm just gonna say this is all in your head, at this point. And he goes, what's the spell?
Hi, Omega Dragon 2. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, let us know. That spell, I don't know if it has a name. It's just, I call it Thunderstep.
And he picks up his foot and pretends to slam it hard, he doesn't actually do it. But he motions.
I close the door and we'll sit on the front of the porch for a bit and just talk.
Okay.
But that one's pretty fancy. That's a new one I learned. It lets me jump from one spot to another, and it makes a big boom that can hurt people either from where I jump from
when you say
or
boom,
where I jump to.
Imagine a 8-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
So he is very excited at all this. So when you say boom, he just motions boom.
I'm a little more curious about you. You seem to have some magical powers, don't you?
He nods his head, and you hear in your head, I can make friends. And he holds up his finger.
Is he doing anything somatic or anything?
He started, but then he realized he was missing something.
No, I mean when he makes me hear things.
Oh no, he's not. He's not doing anything. It's just
he's not casting the cantrip message or something like that.
Right. Yeah, he's not casting message. It's literally he's looking at you, and instead of talking, he's doing that. And he puts his finger up and he says, "I'll be right back." in your head, and then quietly makes his way back in, and then he pulls out kind of like this like makeshift like deck of cards almost, and he makes this kind of like motion with his hand, and then he touches one of the cards, and you don't see anything, but he looks over at an empty space, and there's a brief moment that you just feel like like an invisible hand just go and shake your hand.
It's like mage hand, presumably.
It feels a little bit heftier than mage hand.
Okay.
Um.
It's okay. So I'm just trying to. Has he cast Unseen Servant?
I don't think so.
I don't have this. no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, so
that's-
the player knows, but I don't think my character would. My character like, but can kind of tell there's like an invisible friend.
Yeah.
Hey, that's some pretty special stuff you got there.
He prees at that, and he goes, it's my best. He's my best friend.
That's sweet. So how long have you been able to do this since about 3 years ago?
He shakes his head. You hear in your head, a little over a year, I think.
Okay. Interesting. So, does your dad know?
He shakes his head.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Who does know?
He responds, no one.
Okay.
He says, I don't want to get in trouble.
That's very wise of you. What I would say is that we're living in a time where people like you and me, we are not very welcome. And
He responds, it's always been that way.
yes, well, since we started showing up,
And he repeats, it's always been that way.
Yeah. How old are you?
He responds in your head, I'm 8, but I've always been treated bad.
Oh, yeah.
And he
That's a
motions to
bummer.
himself, and you hear in your head, I can't talk like the way normal people talk.
Oh, okay. I'll put my hand on like his shoulder and I'm just like, I'm sorry, friend. That's no fun. So, what I would say is keep this a secret as long as you can, and be careful who you trust it with. And what I'll do is I'll say like I'm also special, and I'll like put my hand on my face and I'll like swipe it down, and I'll like show Nora's true face, and I'll say like, and I'll
Hold on, let me see. He has to do like a con check because I feel like Nora's really fucking scary for like an 8-year-old to look
Okay.
at.
okay.
Yeah, that's a 14 on the dice. So he's a little startled, and he's wide-eyed, but he's more drawn to the fact that you're magical and treating him nice.
Yeah, and then I'll point to my eye and I'll say, this is what happened to me when they found out what I could do, and so I just don't want that for you. And then back to normal Meg's face. And then I will take out from my bag, I have a weighted die, and I will give him the weighted die.
Okay, he takes it and he goes, "What's this?"
Roll it a few times.
And he rolls it a few times, but he doesn't understand. Wow, I got fucking like 4-4-1 on this the whole time. Not like it's a way to die, but he doesn't seem to understand what it is.
It's just a toy. It should generally always hit the same number, or most of the time hit the same number whenever you roll it. Kind of something fun to play around with. Not a lot of people have. Might get you in trouble. I'd be careful with it. But it's about all I have.
And then he says, "Why are you giving me more things to get in trouble with?"
Because they're fun. I'm sorry, I need to mark it off of my inventory. I don't have a pencil.
Oh, good. Do a perception check as he's rolling the dice.
Nope. I don't notice it. It's
Okay.
4.
Damn it. Anyway.
Anyways.
And he asks, can you teach me more magic?
Well,
Are you gonna be back?
I'll be around for a couple more days at least until we solve the problem with the guy. Like, I know your dad isn't nice to you, is he?
No.
But he's at least got his priorities straight when it comes to who's the bad guys around here. And so we're going to be working with him and some others to try to take care of those guys. So I'll be around for then. But I can show you one thing. And I'll spend the next 20 minutes showing him the cantrip Minor Illusion.
Okay.
And just like making various things appear and trying to like help him like get his hands.
Is it VSM? Is it S?
It is SM
Okay. So yes, he's able to make some like weak
with
sparks.
fleece. So I'll give him some fleece.
So he's able to like get some like little sparks going, but nothing like real tangible. But you could tell that he's picking it up.
Okay. Well, with enough practice, you'll be able to do that.
He gives you a big old hug with his itty bitty arms, and
I'll give him a hug back.
and then heads inside. And but before he goes,
Oh,
inside,
the last thing I'll say is just remember always there's nothing wrong with you.
he looks happy at that, and then he says, "Please come back," and goes inside.
Okay. And I'll head back on that. Okay.
Alright.
So we get back. His friend's still awake.
I was supposed to go take Feanor to the tank.
Feanor.
Not Feanor.
Feanor, sorry.
For now.
No, draw from.
That's like 2 plot points away.
Yeah, jumping around. Yeah, for now to the tank.
Okay. So for now goes in, and she's immediately like playing with shit. Like you, if you tried to like tell her to be careful, like she's already
No, I'm like.
claws on it.
No, I'm like. For now, this is your tank. You do what you need to do.
My tank.
Yeah, it's your tank. I mean, yeah, it's your tank. What is ownership, man? Yeah, you make yourself at home.
She's doing a good job at first, but then she like presses the cannon button. Luckily, it's not loaded. And she just hears a click, because from like the empty and she's just pressing it over and over again.
Well, I mean,
she goes, "What is this?"
That will fire. Well, once you load it, I don't know how to load it, so you're gonna have to figure that one out.
Okay.
Once you load it with something and you press that button, there's gonna be a big old boom.
Rocks.
Rocks will work. Debris, you can do some shrapnel stuff. Basically, anything you want thrown out of that tube, put it in there and you press that button, and then it'll screw some things up.
Nice. Can I put something soft in it?
Like what?
I don't know, something soft so I can practice.
Yeah, sure. Wanna find some chickens?
She goes, yeah. Let's get some chickens, and then we'll I'll fire it at you.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay.
Are there
are
any
you gonna
chickens?
try and steal some farmer chickens?
Do I see any? Can I make a perception check for any chickens?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 25.
Yeah, you're able to find 10 chickens.
Cool. I take 3 of them.
Okay.
Do you want me to sleight of hand check it or stealth check it or anything?
Animal handling.
Okay. What is my animal handling? That's gonna be a 19.
Okay, yeah, you're able to gather those chickens up. How humane are you about this? Are you loading live chickens to be fired off?
Oh no. Why am I killing chickens? Because I don't think Franz has any respect for chickens.
And to be fair, like for now, it's like these are food, So
yeah, it's just like
she doesn't really understand, and she's just really excited. So if even if she was like had that morality about her, she's just so excited she isn't thinking right now.
Yeah, well, they're also dirty little beasts. That was in character. So I load one of the chickens up. I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna fire it at me. I know I said that, but fire it at that tree over there. Let's see if you can hit that.
All right. She's gonna roll with disadvantage since she's not proficient in it yet. And then she pauses and she goes, "Well, it's not fun if I'm not shooting someone. Like I'm not gonna be shooting at trees. I'm gonna be shooting at people."
Cool. I'm gonna go run around in the field, try to hit me.
She's like, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna roll, I guess, athletics or acrobatics check.
I think she's just gonna roll with disadvantage to hit
Yeah,
you,
okay, that's
essentially. Not just a natural 10. I can't add anything. So chicken one goes just soaring right over your head, and it flutters.
It's alive?
It's got a singed butt. It smells good. But it survives. Let's just try chickens 2 and 3.
Well, now we know how to make fried chicken in this universe.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
Alright, that one comes close. That chicken does not make it though. She put a little bit too much powder in there. And that one's a 6. So she doesn't hit any of those times. And she looks a little let down over that. And she goes, well, at least we have dinner.
Yeah. You wanna go back and make some food?
She doesn't even wait to cook it. She's already gobbling up.
Okay, she can have one to gobble up. I'm like, okay, for now, here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna make some delicious chicken, and then we're gonna take the carcass and we're gonna make some broth so we can make soup.
What soup?
Well, we got a lot to learn.
Alright. And Boggs is sleeping throughout all this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say you're arriving just as they're bringing the chickens back to make some.
Oh, we're in the tank. We're bringing the tank with us.
Right. Let's
Yeah.
Assuming we get the tank back in.
Yeah.
You already played chicken fight.
Okay, Franz, I know.
I'm just imagining we're just taking them by their legs and swinging them at each other.
I'm like, what? I
Yeah,
got my sword out with the light cantrip. Like, what the heck am I looking at?
I imagine that you are swinging the dead chickens at each other, like pillow fight style, as you're getting
Probably.
back to the house.
And here, I kind of talk
It's
to
like that
myself,
Shia
like,
LaBeouf movie.
Here I thought druids like living things. Well, anyways, Franz.
Yo.
So the place we want to go is only like a 2-hour walk away. We can try to. Do you want to rest for the evening, and then we'll head out first thing in the morning?
Yeah, I don't want to get exhausted.
Now we won't have the cover of night for breaking in and out, but I mean, what time is it? It gotta be like 3 a.m. now.
Yeah,
So it's getting late anyways. Let's just go to bed, and we'll just do this first thing in the morning.
Cool.
For now, what about the broth?
Yeah, let's go do that.
You're either gonna rest or do the broth.
I don't need to rest, so.
Okay.
You do get 1 point of exhaustion if you skip a long rest.
Fine, then. I'm fine. I'll take my rest then.
Okay. Freya's a little disappointed, but she understands.
We'll do it in the morning before we leave.
She needs to rest too.
Yeah,
That's true,
She's
but,
got chicken energy.
She just walked like 40 miles today or something.
Yeah. You rested this morning.
Oh, you're right.
before
You're
you-
right. We did rest halfway through it.
Yeah.
You're
And
right.
then she hung out and did whatever in the meantime.
I
so.
walked so much, so I was
Yeah.
going to go to bed.
Yes, she does go to bed, but it takes her a while because it's a big day for her and she's really excited. Morning comes. I imagine you wake up a little earlier than usual so you could
Sure.
get the show on the road. For now is snoring up a storm. And Ace is still sleeping.
So are all three of us awake?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the 3 of you are awake, but the
Okay,
rest of the house
so-
is sleeping.
For this mission, do we want them to come with?
I think
This is just an in and out, right? This
Yeah.
isn't. We're not trying to.
the
the whole
fewer
time.
there are to see, the better.
Cool.
So,
Plus, we need people to guard the tank,
yeah.
and then we can have them actually gather supplies to shoot out of the tank.
Okay. Well, tell your mom what we're doing because we can't write them a note.
I'm just gonna wake for now up.
No.
She's up. She's up.
No.
Hey, for now.
If I see him going to wake her up,
Okay.
I would try to stop him.
Okay, I'll do that.
She's strong-willed. If you wake her up, you know that she's just gonna want to come with. And I love her, but this is not the exact. She's kind of more of a boisterous personality. Maybe not the kind we want.
I hear you.
We want to get in and not be hurt at all. And if she forces her way onto this, that could be bad.
That's fair, but they are our friends and allies,
I'll leave them a note.
and I think just leaving them a note is really mean.
We wouldn't leave them a note. We'd leave them because
Kasula.
Kasula. I was gonna say Kasula, so I was really close.
Okay.
I think leaving without telling them. I don't know. Like I would be hurt by that if like I woke up and you guys were gone on a mission that I knew about. I would be hurt by that. I feel that right here in my heart. And then later in a later mission, I'd remember that. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Not everyone is as spiteful as you, Franz.
I don't know. I'm well, or spiteful or just sad. I feel like I don't know. She'd be really let down if we didn't at least tell her.
Hurry up.
Okay. I wake for now up.
She and little snort as she wakes up, and she goes, "Chicken broth time."
Cool. Yeah. So we're doing the chicken broth when we get back. We're gonna go do our
Where
mission.
you going?
We are
What's the
going.
mission?
We're going to break somebody out.
Okay. Let's go.
But you have a mission today because I can't do this. You need to go gather supplies and things to shoot out of the cannon.
I like more chickens.
Yeah, want something harder than chickens. Get more chickens because we can always use more chickens, but something hard like to actually kill people.
Okay.
What?
So
chickens.
fill chickens with
I wanna
rocks.
go to the bathroom.
That's actually a great idea.
Okay.
I want
Rock chickens.
rock chickens. I don't know if you want to like turn them into rocks, force feed them rocks. I don't know what.
Can I overhear this?
You definitely could, because it's a small enough house.
I don't know if you want to like skin them or like
Don't steal chickens from the farmers that we're here to help. That's a good way for them to turn against us.
There's
And we want
someone's
you-
chickens?
Yeah, someone is taking care of them and raising them.
What? You have chicken slaves?
You eat chickens.
Yes, but,
Sorta.
but they're free to run. But it's not fair if you have chicken slaves.
They're not slaves. They're raised for food. They don't perform any tasks. They just get eaten.
Well, we take their eggs, so they're sort of also reproductive slaves. But anyway,
She goes, no, those
they're part of our
chickens
way
need
of
free.
life.
Okay. Well, first we're gonna free the farmers, and then we can talk to them about chicken rights. One step at a time. It's a building process.
Do a persuasion check.
Okay.
With advantage, because I imagine Boggs is like, no, don't take the fucking chickens.
Oh, cool. That's going to be a 19.
Okay. You're able to persuade her to not take chickens, and she's going to focus on like rocks and metal and anything that is non-organic. For that day. But she is a little disappointed about the chickens.
Don't worry. We'll shoot off rock chickens at some point.
Okay. She's happy with that. So yeah, they were able to keep for now here.
And they kept her busy.
Yes. By giving her a task. It's good she's not the brightest of the bunch. She's an awful druid. She can wild shape, that's about it. And my favorite thing, like, above the table, is, like, she deadass could have just wild shaped her way out of there, but she just didn't think to use her wild shape to escape. Because she really is just, like, scatterbrained and impulsive.
She's a little dumb.
Like, and she literally could have wild shaped her way out of the rock that she was trapped under, but didn't. But yeah, so, for now is informed.
Mhm.
I imagine she will. Actually, no, you don't know whether or not she would let Kasula and Ace know, because she just wakes up and just goes
we'll
wandering
quickly
around.
let Kasula know.
Okay.
I just tell Ace, help, wake up Ace. I'm like, Ace, help for now.
He's like, okay.
Cool, thank you,
Like,
Mom.
no questions asked. You're yours, bro. And he's out helping for now. Your mama gives you a big old hug and an embarrassing kiss on the cheek in front of your friends.
Oh, Mom.
She wishes you the best of luck. And tells you that she's proud of you.
Mm.
Alright. Gay, but anyway. Okay, so yeah, we're off.
All right.
So, do I have that map, or do I just have the idea in my head?
You have that map. He would have either let you make a copy. He probably let you make a copy. And he did say that it's not exactly to scale.
Okay.
But this is the best to their ability.
So, Captain Operations, living facilities. What's the other one?
Which one?
Guard tower.
No.
Prisoner Abbey.
Operations.
Possibly.
Okay.
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 Recycling center.
Receiving center.
Okay.
So, TLDR, there's two entrances, either one by the gate or one through the receiving center. So this is like a big old open gate that open and closed gate, that the tanks could go through. The receiving center is built into the wall, so you can't like get through the wall there. You have to go through the back of the receiving center, walk through, and then enter into the compound through the receiving center. And then there's walls on either side of here, but...
So Mags, when you got this map, did you get any information about how many people we can expect inside, or? Oh, cool. Thanks.
What does that say?
Estimated 50 people.
Okay, so...
And where are those people going to be? What kind of movement throughout the day are they going to be?
Well, okay. I got a map. I'm sorry that... So, Pogs, do you have any way to talk to people when they're not right next to you?
No.
Mm.
I mean, I can write letters, but...
That ain't useful.
Well, because what I was thinking is that
But
me and Franz could go invisible.
Or we could disguise ourselves.
That's a bad idea.
Or a great idea.
We would have 1 hour to get in and try to do some stuff. Like, Franz, you can pick locks while invisible, and you can...
I want to disable all the tanks. That's what I want to do.
That is our secondary objective. But we need to focus on our primary objective.
Right. While y'all are figuring out the primary objective, I want to disable the tanks.
Do you know how to disable the tanks?
I'm going to remove the buttons that allow them to fire.
Franz, it doesn't sound like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's called breaking it.
Do you know who does know what they're doing?
I know how to break things very well. Actually, y'all are witness to this ability.
Do you think that their tanks are just unlocked and sitting there?
according to the map they are. I've got...
Not to scale.
Not to scale. I'm just saying, like, I can probably break into them.
Franz,
Yes.
if you get caught breaking into them, you're dead. A. B. You don't know how to disarm these. At least in a profound way. You pull off the buttons, they'll just put new buttons on.
No, I'm gonna like mess with them inside. I don't know. I'm gonna wang jangle them.
Yes. You know who does know what to do against these tanks and against these people? The guy who we're trying to get out. That's why we're trying to get him out.
Wang jangle.
If he tells you, oh yeah, this is how you wang jangle him, then we'll go in and wang jangle him. Okay?
Okay. I'm telling you, my plan is slightly foolproof. Slightly.
Okay, what do you think, Boggs?
I think we should talk to the prisoner, maybe.
Warren.
Probably.
Warren.
Warren.
Yeah, I think getting the prisoner out needs to be the number one goal.
Maybe you can provide some intel.
But okay, so we need to.
How far away is the base?
2 hours from your mom's house.
Okay. To the north?
To the north.
Okay.
So here's what I'm thinking,
Full
Franz.
north.
Franz, here's what I'm thinking.
Okay, I'm listening.
God. Boggs, you know that spell invisible?
Nope.
Okay.
You okay there?
Like, I'm trying. There's some like weird math problems going on in my head. I can make 2 people invisible. Okay?
I
So-
can pass without a trace.
So here's one thing that we
What's
could
that
do.
spell?
We should use that. That would be useful.
Yeah, so I'm assuming we're doing this all while walking. We're
Yeah.
talking about it. So here's like what we'll call plan A. You know, you never do plan A. You always go to plan B, right? But this is plan A. What? But the
I think that's plan H.
Yeah, anyway, so I make me and Franz invisible. Me and Franz sneak into the camp through the gate. We go to the prison. We lockpick our way into the prison, get to the prisoner. We do this in under an hour so that you can just go away being invisible. I will still be able to cast another invisible. We get the prisoner out of prison. maybe I have to beat up a guard or something, get his keys or something. I don't know. And then I make me and the guy invisible, the Warren invisible, and then we run out together.
That's a great plan. What about Boggs? Boggs would be doing.
Yeah, that's the problem. Boggs wouldn't be doing nothing.
I mean, Boggs.
This is a game, and we're supposed to all be playing.
I mean, Boggs could still do something.
You could
Even
make a
without.
distraction.
Yeah.
You could.
I like this plan. Yeah.
Cool. Boggs, is
Also,
there anything?
would, not like above the table. I'm sorry, but like, does Boggs know about his wild shape yet? Has he tried that?
Oh.
Yeah, you could just turn into an ant, dude. You're
Well, you
basically
would-
invisible with us. I mean, I'm saying this out loud. I'm saying this in this room, not in
I want to say yeah. Like over the night after he discovers
He
what he
dreams
is,
of being an octopus in
He
the
tries-
sea.
he tries his best. He thinks, well, if I'm just a plant in the shape of a man, maybe I can be a plant in the shape of something
And
else.
you've seen for now Wild Shape.
Yeah, but he didn't know that like they shared the same kind of magic necessarily.
Yeah.
They both cast
doesn't matter.
spells.
It
I'm just saying
doesn't
there might be connective tissue.
So
between them.
here's the-
So yeah, I can do that.
The other thing that we could do is, Franz, is if we were able to get you out invisibly or whatever, even if it was like an emergency situation where going invisible wouldn't work, I could just thunder step over the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and then we could just run.
Yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, I can disguise myself, and that's not a situation I want to go through, but I can be okay potentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got some good get out of jail cards.
Let's call it that.
Literally. So like our goal though should be so correct me if I'm wrong, but our goal is to kind of get in, get Warren, and then use some sort of magic to zip out, like without much knowledge of our whereabouts.
Also, I mean, I can also send in Silva as a mouse into that building and do some recon work.
Yeah, but it takes you an hour to turn her into a mouse.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
That is dumb.
I'll allow, because it's a 2-hour walk. If
Mhm.
someone carries Franz, to allow him to sit there.
I have been exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm not exhausted anymore. I'm not carrying Franz.
Uh-huh.
You can't make me do it.
What you can do is change Silva's color.
Mhm.
I'll say it'll take like just 10 minutes while you're
Mhm.
walking of just mild concentration. So like in combat, or you won't be able to but it'll be just 10 minutes of mild concentration
I have
to
my
change your
ring.
appearance.
I have my ring. I could do that.
Hmm.
That could be good for recon.
Oh yeah, you have your ring. I forget about your ring.
Can I use my ring while invisible and stay invisible?
Wait, one more time?
Can I use my ring while invisible and stay invisible?
I would say yeah, because it's not an active thing you're casting. It's something
If the
that-
target tries to attack or cast a spell,
Yeah,
the spell ends
so-
early.
Yeah, it's the ring that's casting the spell.
Okay.
So you activating the ring would not do that.
Okay.
Are you trying to pick which animal you want to be?
Mm-hmm.
Be a reef shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that would be very useful for the situation.
Oh.
Hmm.
Huh. I'll
What?
be a mastiff.
Bear in mind, you're also a mastiff that looks like plants.
Oh yeah, totally. It's a part of the appeal.
Okay. So I'm assuming we're getting close to the gate at this point.
You are.
Okay.
So you're gonna stake out the gate and wait for it to open, and then invisible rush in.
Can I like make an investigation check to see like how many people are arming the gate, what the
Yeah.
function of the gate is?
Absolutely.
Where is my stats-a-roni? That's gonna be a good old 12.
Okay. You're not able to see much because you're on the ground. I'd say it's about a 20-foot wall made out of like some sort of stone. So you're not really able to tell what's going on the opposite side. The gate is made from a very heavy wood, and as you're approaching, you see it closing, so it's not like you lost an opportunity by staking it out.
How
So
frequently is it opening and closing? Are like shipments coming through, or?
well, shipments are done through the back.
Okay.
That one, you don't know why it was being closed. You just see like it's on its way to close, so it's slow moving is what you get with that.
Oh.
Do we
and
see
it
any
goes-
people?
Yes, you see one in this guard tower, one in that
How
guard tower.
tough do they look?
I'm sorry?
How tough do they look?
Do a investigation check.
That'll be a 22.
These ones particularly don't look that tough, but they are also just watch guards. So there could be tougher people, but these people just seem to be very perceptive or very good at, looking out.
Okay.
They may not be the fighters.
So let's make one thing clear. If everything goes to shit, one of you get to me as soon as possible, and I will zip us right out of here, okay?
Okie dokie.
The other one, you're going to have to find your way out. Boggs, maybe you, because you can turn into animal. Maybe that can help.
All right.
But let's just be clear that we're not looking to stick and fight. Because here's the thing, even if we get into, maybe if we're in a building and we can do it quietly, great, let's do it. Let's kill him, or let's knock him out. But if it's out in an open field and it just seems like there's going to be people keep coming, that's not a fight I want to take. You agreed?
Agreed.
All right.
Okay. So we'll wait for what looks like, we would wait for someone to look like they're coming up so that we can turn, because I don't want to turn invisible and have to mad dash,
Right.
run. So wait until it looks like it's about to open, and then we'll turn invisible and go.
Okay.
Good with you guys?
Yep.
Give me 1 second.
Gucci
I
Gucci.
changed my mind. I'm not a mastiff. I'm a constrictor snake.
I wish 1 second, there it is. So it takes about a half hour before anything happens. But then eventually, the gate slowly opens. And you see two tanks come just ambling through.
Coming in or out?
Going out.
Okay.
So I'm just erasing these two because they're going to be out somewhere. Now, one of them looks like the tank that you fought yesterday. That's the one over here with the hatch up top and the cannon over here. This one, you can't tell where the entry or exit is, and there's a needle nose almost just protruding straight out.
It looks like a melee weapon, needle nose?
Yes, but there's something extra about it. But
you can't see inside or anything? It's...
well, you're looking from a distance if you want to investigate.
Sure.
Yeah.
But just straight up seeing it.
14.
14 as well.
14 as well.
Give it to us! We rolled a 14! All of us!
No.
No, I didn't.
No.
Oh,
that
Taking
was
your 14.
with your 14, you, it looks like it is made to spearhead stuff, but there's also an opening, a very tiny itty bitty one, so you don't know what it's for, but there's it could be a secondary attack that it does. You just don't know what.
Alright, turn these guys. We need to make a decision in the next 30 seconds if we're going in or if we're going to follow these tanks and try to take them out.
I think let's go in.
Yeah, I think.
Invisible.
Okay.
You said yeah, so
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we don't, and this is of the essence, so I cast invisible and we go.
Okay. And what are you, Boggs? I forget.
A snake.
Okay.
Not the fastest ground speed.
Yeah.
30.
Oh really? It's 30? Well, that's our ground speed, I guess.
Yup.
We can dash though, so
Yeah. Well, so can he. You're I'm going to say you're going to get some belly rash by dashing so fast, and you're not used to it. I mean, it's not going to do anything, but it's just flavor. You got belly rash.
All right.
So when you get in, I'm
holding
Are you
Franz's
venomous?
hand the whole time.
I'm sorry?
I'm holding Franz's hand the whole time. Franz's
That's
hand.
cute.
Franz.
Because I realized that last time we did this, I just lost
Yeah.
you. It was very quick. Two people being invisible is I'll wait.
The
Yeah.
worst idea.
Yup.
Not until we get greater invisibility.
What's that? Why is greater invisibility allow you to see the other
It
invisible?
allows you to cast spells. So if one of us has a message or something,
yeah, okay.
we can do stuff like that.
Okay. This is who you see out and about right now. There's people tinkering on the tanks. These ones are just walking about doing, whatever task or another.
How do they feel about snakes?
Well, right now, do a stealth check.
All of us?
No.
Did you cast Pass Without Trace on yourself?
No.
Okay.
It'll be okay.
Yeah. That's
So you want with advantage or because we're invisible or what? What do you
Oh, it's just for him.
Yeah.
He's a snake.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I should.
But to be fair, it's a stealth check for them to notice
You're a
snake,
snake.
right? So
Yeah.
like even if they do notice a snake,
Well,
you
yeah,
know.
but I mean, like, if they're
He's
looking
a viney snake.
this way, they're not going to see a snake. Like they would.
yeah, you're just trying to you're looking to beat their passive perception.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
Yeah, the ones nearest you, you're able to beat their passive perception.
All right.
And they're kind of like, the other thing is they're carrying stuff, so like their ground, view is not there. Like it'd
Totally.
be different if you were like, people height.
Right.
Going straight
so-
for the question mark building.
Okay. You do that. Now, Boggs.
Okay.
Did they say, I don't remember, well, where do you go?
I would have said that we.
So what are these
Best.
people doing? Describe to me what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, so these three, are just walking about carrying things from one place to the other. They're,
Back and
going-
forth.
Yeah,
Okay.
between, the question mark, and here or within here or receiving, they're not going to the captain's, ops or the living facilities.
Okay.
So they're just doing
What do they look
task work.
What are they dressed like?
Yeah, they're all wearing some sort of uniform, but not like a soldier's uniform. It's like a warehouse uniform.
Okay.
So these are all warehouse type workers.
Okay.
The ones over here are wearing a similar kind of uniform, just a different color. So if they're wearing navy, these ones are like gray. So
Okay.
they're
So like maintenance.
yeah.
Okay.
This one is dressed very well. You know that this is captain's ops, but you don't know whether this is the captain or someone who's just guarding captain's ops.
When you say dressed very well, are you thinking
Oh,
like
sorry.
3-piece suit or like
Sorry.
he has medals?
Guard type well.
Mm.
And he's not
Like
in
armored
position.
well?
Yes,
Okay.
sorry. He's not dressed like the Inquisition. He's not dressed like any sort of guard you've seen before.
Okay.
You could just tell by what he's wearing. He might be just a hired, muscle,
All right.
more or less.
I wish I'd picked a rat or something.
Should have.
I mean, you could just hide behind here and switch.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go behind the living facilities.
Would you be out of wild shapes?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you
'Cause
would have
you-
to cast
Sure.
another wild shape.
Because you have to get one. You might have to cast another one to get out.
Yeah. And you might want to turn into something like flying, like an owl.
Well, I don't have flying yet.
I have no idea how to do
Really?
this.
At 5 you don't get flying?
Not till 8.
Oh, you get swimming at 4.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You can swim out of
Sorry.
here.
How many wild shapes do I get?
It's on your. It should be on your leveling chart.
Cool.
So it'll say wild shape 2 per day, I think, and then it.
Negative.
Oh, okay. Then you just gotta find wild. 1 second.
Yeah.
It's rules
sorry.
time.
Wild. No, that's just the improvement.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
And since you've been out at this, because Boggs asked and he's looking at each individual person.
No. You have it twice per rest. So like when you short rest, you'll get them back.
Go.
But yeah, you only
You've
got
used one.
So you've used one. So if you were to do it again, you would not be able. So like remember that our goal is to go in, possibly have to drop our spells. And
I'm going to stay where I'm at. I think. Yeah.
there's
Actually,
people-
no. I'm sorry. I'm gonna. So, what are these buildings like? Would there be room for me to go underneath, say, the living facilities?
The living facilities would probably be the only one that's like propped up on
Okay.
stuff. The rest are like brick on ground.
Okay, I'm gonna
stone on
go
ground.
hide underneath the living facilities
Nice.
with the intention of cutting anybody off if they see anything,
Okay.
or if my friends are in are being pursued when they leave.
Okay. You and since you're watching and you know that they're over there, you see people feet and then big ass lizard feet next to the people feet. Walking from over here to somewhere over here, and you don't know which one they go into.
Okay.
But so you don't know whether it's receiving or operations, but it's four-legged lizard feet. So big lizard. You would have seen it. But it's
Any shackles on their ankles or anything?
no.
They're not lizard people. That's like a giant lizard.
Yeah.
That's been, like ridden by a person or something.
Not ridden. It's like
It's like a horse on a leash.
It's like Peyton size. Like it's a big. It's
okay,
a pit bull
It's
size.
like a dog. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking like large.
Yeah, like a giant lizard in the sense how big a lizard should be, but not giant like can be ridden on.
Gotcha.
Lizard.
So we're at the question mark.
Yep.
I want to try out the door to see if it's unlocked. I don't want to open it all the way. I want to do the little,
Okay.
I guess, that like slow turn.
It's locked.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to unlock it.
Okay, sleight of hand.
Come on. Don't fail. Oh, that's awesome.
What is
Okay,
it?
that's gonna be a 24.
Yup, that just does it though. Like, it's a really tough lock.
Okay.
Tougher than most that you've dealt with.
Okay.
But you hear like that satisfying click where you're like, yeah, I got this.
Okay. And I step back and then I wait. Do I hear any like movement? Like someone noticed, like heard the door? Do I hear anything like?
Okay, do a perception check.
That's gonna be a. Where is my perception again? It's
I'll
13.
Him.
A what?
13.
You
here,
hear.
I'll make the same perception.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nice. So you hear talking. You don't know whether or not they noticed you. You can tell by the conversation. They definitely did not notice that the door became unlocked.
How many do I hear?
You hear 3 distinct voices.
Okay.
And there's windows, and you would check in the window.
Oh, okay.
And with your
I didn't know there
20
was windows.
Sorry, I didn't
It was
describe it.
described as a prison, so I just assumed no windows. But
Well, it's question mark prisoner possibly.
okay.
So this is where they think that they're being kept. And in the window you see 3 people. One of them has another one of those lizards on just like a leash and collar. And they're talking logistics about lizards. And they sorry, that came out really funny. But like, talking about, oh, do we have enough? Are we sure that they're going to be, useful? Is it even worth it? Have enough people been trained in working
Can I
with
see
them?
Boggs anywhere?
No.
Alright.
You don't see him anywhere here.
Fuck is Boggs.
And this room is pretty small, but with your 20, you see a hatch that goes down. So it's in the floor. You can tell that it's fairly like hidden, but not so much that like it's trying to hide from other people within there. It's just that, in the case that something like this happens, it's not obvious.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And up here is just like a desk and like a bookkeeping essentially.
Mm-hmm. And so like they're just sitting there talking. Okay. That's a guy right there, right next to us, or literally right next to a dude.
Yeah, but he's moving back and forth.
Okay. So cause we can whisper to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is me whispering. We need to get them out, so when they open the door, we can slip in.
Yeah, we need to get him out. Or we can try to take him out real fast.
I don't like that idea. Because if we make any sound, we got all of this we got to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a what's around us right now?
It is mostly just dirt. Like the they didn't care about like what they're walking on. It's not like it doesn't seem like it's meant to be a permanent thing. It's something that's meant to exist until they achieve their thing, and then they're gonna take it up. So
Mhm.
the buildings are well done, the walls are well fortified,
Mhm.
but what's around you is just like dirt and people carrying crates, moving stuff around.
Just
Is there like a
no
is there like a
grass.
stack
Assume
of
there's
crates or
grass.
anything?
Not in here.
No
Okay.
grass or anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Is the captain's quarters is made of wood? The captain operations.
It's all stone. All the constructs
All
are
the-
stone. With the exception of this, which is stone on like planks.
Okay.
Like wood, like very fortified wood, so it's lifted up a little
So that's
bit.
the only thing that's like flammable around here.
I would say so, yes. Besides like people's stuff, like what they're wearing.
What do I got in my bag?
Okay, so we can
Or like someone's carrying something you could turn.
so we can make a distraction with we can't cast spells, so we can't attack anything.
Nope.
But we can use whatever we have in our bags.
I got a slime potion.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna help too much. I think our best bet is to attack swiftly and thoroughly, take these guys out in one swoop.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them. I wish Boggs didn't fucking just ditch us.
You can do a perception check to see if you could find them.
I thought that was part of my nat 20.
Oh,
And
sorry.
I know where he is as a player.
18.
I'm talking
Yeah.
as a.
Well, the thing is, if you're trying to investigate
one.
both this and something else
Oh
here,
yeah. Well yeah. I
two
mean,
separate.
I assumed it was a perception check, so I just was looking around,
Okay.
and so
But with your 18, you're able to see like Boggs' silly little snake head just.
Okay, I go walk over and I grab this.
I mean, there's a building between us and Boggs, but
But
sure.
he's like
Yeah,
this.
just go get Boggs.
Like,
just
I go and-
I don't care how it happens. We just need.
You
Boggs.
just see like an invisible, like you don't see anything. You just feel an invisible hand grab you. Do
Uh-huh.
you do anything? Because I'm picking you up.
Oh, I don't think you're picking me up. But I go, oh, which one of you is that?
Oh, you can't speak as a snake. You just.
Oh.
Unless you're fucking Harry Potter.
But you can't.
So
understand.
okay, so I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. I misunderstood what was going on here. So the snake thing doesn't work. I'm gonna turn back into Boggs and pass.
Whoa!
Pass without a trace.
You do not want to do that right now.
You're literally being held by an invisible person.
Yeah, I have grabbed you and I'm bringing you over.
I'm like a fucking anaconda. You're not taking me anywhere.
I thought you were a small little snake.
Yeah.
I'm a constricting snake.
No. Remember that the stat blocks in the back.
Yeah.
Those are just to give you an idea of what you can turn into.
Sure.
You didn't have to turn into an anaconda. If you in your mind you want to be a garden snake, you can be a garden snake. It's just the CR level that you can choose. And then there are suggestions in the back.
Well, okay. In that case, then
Okay.
I'll be a garden snake.
So I say, shh.
Like you could have literally been like a
Well, in that case, I
butterfly.
could have been doing things besides just hiding. But anyway, I thought there was. I just imagined it being
Okay.
full of grass. But anyway,
Do I notice? Is there any like small holes in like the question mark place?
No, there's just windows.
Is there a small
we're
slit?
We're meeting.
But also, which way are you going? How are you carrying Boggs?
He's just taking him behind the
Yeah, I'm
cab.
taking him
Okay.
behind.
Do a stealth check.
It's gonna be over 20.
Okay, that's fine. Boggs is now with you.
So is there like a little
We're
slit
talking
underneath
on
the
the other
door?
side.
Sorry.
Like, the side away from people. Yeah, like over there.
Is there like a small slit underneath the door that a small like gardener snake could fit into?
Okay.
No.
Okay, so here's what we do. We're gonna just have the door fly open like the breeze got it. Invisible people, we're just going in. Alright? They're gonna be like, what the fuck? Then someone's gonna get up to check the door. Alright? You and Boggs, take care of whoever goes to the door, you knock them out. The moment I see you, I'm stabbing. I'm going in.
Okay.
Alright? I'm one of the people from behind. And then we try to take up, there's 3. We take up whoever's left in the lizard last. And then we just try to block the door. One of the things we still have the lock. We could just relock the door.
Okay, so let me break this down. one last
It's
time.
not like a padlock. It's like a lock built into the door.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
The door is shut, lock
Right,
it.
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna
Sorry.
swing it open. We're going to go in. We're gonna shut the door, lock it, and then take care of them.
Lock the door right at, like, we're going to open the door and we're going to move in, okay? And they're going to be like, whoa, the door just opened. Someone's going to get up to, like, investigate, go check. take out that guy
And
right
then shut
away.
and lock the door. Okay.
and then shut and lock the door. And right when I see you appear, I'm going in.
Okay.
All right.
So I go up to the door,
Mm-hmm.
I grab it, and then forcibly, I like swing it open.
Okay.
That one.
And then I immediately step in and go to like.
And I'm right with them.
Well, we're in initiative now. At that point, when the door opens, like forcibly, like if it opened up as if it was like the wind, but
Yeah, that's like the wind. Like a shutter door just got like blasted open.
Yeah, but there's.
I was
no
thinking more like a
wind.
creaky like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Anyway,
The door is open like.
17.
17.
It's just 13.
1 second.
Oh shit! I forgot to add.
Like
stuff.
I was just hoping that we'd be able to have
Maybe
a turn
18.
where like I got to react to what they were doing. So we're not gonna have a surprise run and get jump on anybody.
Bugs. What did you get?
17.
17, and you got a 17.
I got an 18
Okay.
with my pluses.
Good news is we're still invisible.
What else? D12. Okay, go.
I mean, we could actually let them come out of the building and then go in and shut the door and lock it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going
now we
to
don't
turn
know.
this.
Well, now we're just flying by the seat of our fucking pants.
We always are.
You can just describe it in the theater of the mind.
Yeah,
Because like
it's
that
not a
isn't-
big. It is not a big
that isn't-
space.
Yeah, that isn't to scale or anything.
Yeah,
so.
I don't feel like flipping the thing over. So, you got these three and the lizard. This is the door, and then Franz is, and I'm gonna say it's like that.
Okay.
The lizard is green.
Yep.
Are we attacking the lizard?
So what happens the moment I open up the door?
Well, 1 second. D6, D12, D8, and let's just get the lizard just in case. Okay, lizard is last.
Are these all bad guys that all gonna die? I
we
wasn't
don't know.
even really paying attention.
They
Okay.
can die. Anything can die.
As soon as the door opens like that, they turn wildly to see what's going on, and then when they don't see anyone there, and when there's not a wind hard enough to force something like that to happen, they draw their weapons.
Okay.
And they get in a defensive position, ready to go.
Okay. Let's just sit here. Let them be fools.
1 second.
Do they see the snake just like floating in the goddamn air?
No, you're down at this
Okay.
point.
Just give me 1 second.
I just throw a snake at them.
1 second. So first up is the D6. 1 second. I wish I had. Wrong thing. I am sorry. I'm taking way too long on this thing. Find the
Oh,
fucking.
here we go. I will have turned into a poisonous snake instead
There
of
we
a
go.
constrictor snake. So yeah, I'm poisonous.
Awesome. What does he do?
So maybe you should throw me at them.
So
Weird, 'cause snakes can be poisonous. They're venomous.
so the first guy, he has a short sword and it's drawn.
Okay.
But then it glows for a moment, and then I need you to make a dex save, Franz.
Ooh, that's
And also
Cool.
Mags.
glory, glory, hallelujah. Dex save, that's going to be a 27.
Okay. You take half.
I get fucking hit.
Okay. Mags gets 2.
No, I have to make a fucking concentration check.
Mhm.
I fucking failed.
It's okay.
Uh-oh.
So it is 2 damage on Mags, 1 on Franz. Make
Cool.
a con save.
Both of us?
He did already, but
Oh.
to stay hidden because you take.
No,
No, it's just on
it's
him.
dropped. It's my concentration stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So, what was I gonna say? You take 2. You take 1 for half damage because he just lights pretty much like this, like AOE fire.
If I use my uncanny dodge as a reaction, would that just half it to 0? Or would it...
It's still.
Oh,
you
it
gotta
doesn't.
take-
It
you gotta
doesn't
take
matter.
something
It
at
really
that
doesn't
point.
matter.
And next up is Boggs.
We're visible now.
I can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Now, bear in mind, they haven't shouted yet, so all the people out here don't know yet.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna come out of my snake form,
Okay.
snick, and cast Stinking Cloud. It's going too far.
What do they have to do?
I think it's a con check.
Okay. What's the save? 15?
Yeah.
Okay. The one that
Yeah.
attacked, the D6 saves. D12 fails. D8 is fine. That's a nat 20 on it. And the lizard fails.
All right, so they spend their action retching and reeling.
Oof. Okay, so 1 second. I said the D12 and the D8 were fine, right?
Yeah.
How long does it last?
Up to a minute.
Okay.
Concentration.
So we should not go in there now. So let's just shut the door and lock it.
Alright. Franz, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna shut the door and lock it.
Okay. Are you going to move away? Are you going to try to hide?
I mean, what do you mean? I can
Well, you're visible and there's like going to be people chilling out. My phone's going crazy over there. I don't know why. But anyway.
So
you,
there.
You could just get.
I'm imagining like I'm in the doorway right now.
Yeah.
He just cast Stinking Cloud in the room.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shut the door.
Right, but what I'm saying is you're visible, so you're going to try and hide from like the dozen other people.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. So, can you tell me where the doorway is?
Over here.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go around to the left and try to hide.
Okay.
Oh, stop buzzing.
It's all good. It was just more to stop.
Do you want me to
the
roll a
annoying
stealth check?
buzz. Yeah. See if you're unseen.
Cool. That's gonna be a nice 19.
Okay, yeah, you're able to hide. Next up is the D12, who is going to
Does
go
he
up.
have to make a save because he's in the cloud?
Well, he's going to move first because he already passed when. Oh, right.
So the door is now locked.
Yeah.
And how do you
Oh,
lock?
yeah, it's actually supposed to be at the start of their turn. Sorry.
Okay, well.
But I guess
we'll
you've
say
already
that's
done all
saved,
that.
Yeah. So they saved, and you hear a jingling, and then the door opens. And then that would be his action. So I'm gonna say he's able to get out. And the door is now open.
Oh, I could have used my mage hand. Damn it.
And he shouts, "Intruders!" Just that's it. D8 is retching, so he can't do anything. But they spend their turn or they spend their action.
I think you said turn.
Because can they move?
Spends its action.
Okay, so it's going to rush out and go towards you. Next up is the lizard, who...
It's reaching in pain. Can't do anything. The lizard failed to save.
Okay, so there was that one. 1 second, I'll swap it. I thought it was a D6. Alright. But he's just going to bolt out of the... Like, he's just dashing out. So, lizard on the loose.
Like 2 legs?
I thought. Wait, what does the stinking cloud do if they fail to save?
They retch. They can't take an action.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they can move.
Like stunned, essentially. Well, not stunned. They're yeah.
And next up is the D6 who saved, and he's going to move out towards Mags, make an attack with the short sword. Rolls. What's your AC? 17, 16?
16.
Okay, that is a hit for 4 damage. And then next up is Boggs. What do you do? Oh, Mags, you didn't go. I didn't put you in the lineup. I'm sorry. What was your thing?
13.
13. Sorry. You should have gone before the D8 and the lizard. So take your turn for last
Was
turn.
this before the door was unlocked?
The D12 unlocked it.
So the door.
The door is unlocked, but no one's outside yet?
They're all outside.
Okay.
It was the D12 that unlocked it. And the D12
Who's
went
the
before
closest
you.
friend to me?
Boggs.
How tall are the walls?
These are 20 feet.
Outside walls?
I'm sorry?
The outside walls are 20
Yeah.
feet?
Mm-hmm.
I grab Boggs and I cast Thunderstep over the wall, 120 feet away.
Yep. Alright. You are out. Does that incur an attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay.
I give them some deuces.
Let me just make sure it's 120 feet. We'll drop 20 feet, so we might take falling damage. Because like I can't see it's stone wall, right? So
Right.
we're
Use my glasses.
we're going We're going way. Oh,
okay.
I can't. That's an action to. That would be cool.
I'm gonna say like just for the cleverness of the retreat, like you're good. Because
It's
you're far
90
enough.
feet. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
90
you're far
feet.
enough that you can kind of like arc it and run.
So, who is around? Was there anyone within 10 feet of me?
Oh yeah, all three of them.
They all take. They all have to make a con save.
D6 fails, so does the D12. D8 saves.
Okay, they all take. They take 3d10 on a failed and half as much on the other.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's 26 damage.
Holy shit!
I rolled 2 10s, so.
Holy shit! The D6 and the D12, you just noticed they looked.
There's a huge thunderous boom, by the way.
Hmm?
There's a huge thunderous boom.
Everyone knows that something happened at this point.
Yeah.
The ones that did not save got fucked up like 7 ways. They're still alive, but just barely. D8's looking, a little bloody, but not terribly bad.
And now you and I are back in the middle of the forest.
Yep,
I grabbed you, poof,
Yep.
90 feet away.
Friends,
And I still have my
Franz,
movement.
Yes, you do. So I'm gonna say you're 30 feet plus whatever.
I
you
moved
were
30
away.
feet away.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say you're able to get into the tree lines. Do you wait for Franz, or do you go? Or are you planning on going straight?
I
Back.
say let's wait. To
Yeah, I'm
see
gonna
where
wait for.
these guys
I'm gonna
go.
wait for Franz and try to. But
These people might all like rush out, and then in which case we could go back in. But
Yeah. So next up is. So that was your last turn. So Boggs, it's your turn now.
oh, so I wouldn't have.
Because that was the last.
But I wouldn't have taken that melee attack. Then.
Yeah. So subtract the 4 damage.
Okay.
okay, so you are full health, so you don't need heals.
Yep. So I'm going
I have
to.
2 health taken off. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. So. What's its perception? 1 second. You're lucky he has a negative modifier on that. Okay. This one, Franz, you see that they're looking for you, pretty much, because they know that 2 of them left. They don't know where you went off to.
Okay.
So this one just starts looking around. Boggs, what do you do?
I guess I
So if we're gonna
just
have
chilling,
it be like
like-
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't see anything, right?
Yeah. You can't. But do you want to do anything to try and cover your trail or like hide?
We're in the tree line.
Mhm.
No.
Okay. Franz, you're up.
Do they know where I went?
They know you're nearby.
Okay.
They don't know that you're behind.
Okay, cool.
But they're probably gonna run around.
Cool. I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself.
Mm-hmm.
To look like. Can you just describe what, like, so it's mostly humans.
Mm-hmm.
They're wearing what kind of clothes?
Either gray or navy.
Gray.
Like utility clothes.
Okay, utility clothes. Cool. I'm gonna look like just some random. Is there anything particular about them? Does this look like a place where there's a lot of people working?
Yeah, like it's not so much that like if someone were to stop you and look at you, they would probably tell that you're either new or
Cool.
you don't belong. So you would have to like haul ass and look like you're doing something important if you don't want to get noticed.
Cool. I'm just gonna cast Disguise Self. I'm gonna look like a utility worker.
Mhm.
I'm gonna run around and just be like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Do a performance check.
Okay. Performance, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Or deception. Which
Oh,
one?
deception. That's gonna be a 19. Actually, no, wait. That's gonna be a natural 20. Sorry.
Oh, you're lucky they rolled a 12 on that one, and then that one was... Okay. I just rolled for the 3 nearest you. They just shout, like, there's an intruder, we gotta get him. And they just start heading. Where do they go? They probably go to the receiving center because it's closest. So you see them start, or at least the D12 start heading that way. Mags, what are you doing?
How far away am I from the gate?
This here or this here?
What's that one over there?
The gate. There's no gate on the left side, is there?
No. I just want to
I want to get to the front of the gate.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, I'm in the
25.
tree line.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like so
Oh, okay.
to get like
Okay.
in line with the gate, it'd be your full movement.
Uh-huh.
So I'll say with dash, you'll be able to like get up to here near the gate, but like you're 5 feet away from the gate.
I'm gonna follow him. I'll use my
Well,
turn.
that's
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Okay, I'll let
bolting.
it, but you have to like you can't choose after your turn. Like you could say you delay your turn.
Mm-hmm.
But if you choose to do nothing on your turn without saying what you choose to do
Oh.
in the future, I'm going to be a stickler about that.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you so why would whatever? Okay.
So you would just say like, oh, I delay my turn for now if you don't want to do anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go like, oh, what do you do on your turn? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? You go, no, I do nothing. That to me says I'm choosing to do nothing for this round of for this 6 seconds.
I'm pretty sure I said to delay my turn though.
I didn't hear it, but okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm bolting and I'm summoning my longsword.
Yeah, let me know when it's my turn again.
And I'm sticking to the tree line though, or whatever.
Okay, so then you're not over there. All right. The lizard's just going buck wild. Everyone is making their way over here. And pretty much, I'm going to say in 2 turns worth, you well, they're in here at the end of this turn.
Okay.
Franz, are you following them?
No, I'm gonna go into that. I'm gonna go check out the hatch.
I made a longbow.
You're going in.
I'm going in. I'm gonna shut and lock the door, and I'm going to go into the hatch.
Okay. So we're gonna pause for this moment. Because at this point,
But I made a longbow. Just
Yeah.
seeing.
Yeah.
we're going to do a thing to see whether or not they find you if you're hiding, waiting for Franz.
I'm not hiding, waiting for Franz.
But,
My friend is still in there. I'm going back to the gate.
okay.
I'm gonna try to make a distraction at the gate so that Franz has a way out. Because I'm assuming it's closed. The only way that I can help him is if I can get that gate open.
Yep.
I don't know what he's doing.
Yep. No, that's what I'm. Okay. If that's the case, Franz, we're gonna pause you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use the restroom then while I figure that out.
So then Bob's gonna end up going first. You're just gonna delay until after Mags again, or do you want to ask Mags what the plan is so you could do something?
What are you thinking?
Get the gate open. We have 6-second increments, so I'm dashing and I'm going to shoot one of the people up in the tower with my bow, or sacred flame their ass, and try to get that gate open. I'm gonna be as I don't know. I'm gonna try to intimidate them, or I don't know. Try to get them to come out. I want. I'll
delay so that we can move together.
Okay. So 1 second. I'm going to, at this point, take them out of, because it's gonna be 4 rounds before they kind of get to you.
Okay.
At this point, so the 2 players right now. 1 second. I just.
All right. Is the tree line within 60 feet of the guard tower?
I'm gonna say yes.
Once I get within 60 feet without having to use a dash action, I'm sacred flaming one of the guards.
Okay, 1 second. You can do that, but let me just get them in the order. I'm gonna say you're just perma delaying your turn till after Mags, unless you say otherwise.
Whatever.
Mags. If you want to go
Okay.
ahead. Okay.
Is the gate flammable?
It is wood.
All right, then instead of sacred flaming the guard, I'm gonna cast create bonfire on the gate.
Okay.
Holy shit.
What does it look like on the outside of the wall?
That range is also 60 feet.
Yep, that's fine. So I'm gonna say you get the whole gate.
The whole gate starts on fire. It does, yeah. As long as it's flammable,
Yeah.
it ignites flammable objects in this area that aren't being carried or worn.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Boggs. What did you say?
So what's the area outside the gate look like? Is this just essentially in a giant dirt pit?
Yeah. It's all dirt. There's tree lines all over.
Okay.
There is like one main road that cuts through. But it's mostly hidden in trees. And it used to be grass all around, but it's just been tread so much that it's just dirt on
Even
the
on the
inside.
outside.
A bit, yeah. There's more grass outside,
Right.
but the path immediately leading up to here
Good sturdy, yeah.
Yeah.
So is there any sort of elevation change? Like, is the road higher than the surrounding area, or
It's all
like ditches, kind of?
not really ditches.
Okay.
I would say it's about 60 feet wide, the dirt path, because it's got to accommodate tanks. And then so imagine like it's wider than the gate is, the trail, but there's definitely, I would say, like on either side of this is grass, greenery, all that stuff.
Okay.
So what do you do?
How long does it look like it's going to take the gate to burn down?
I'm not trying to burn down the gate. I'm trying to get them to come out.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm still curious. Like, are we talking?
It probably would take about like 5 minutes for it to be like burnt enough that you can go through it without getting fire damage.
I'm going to delay my turn until either the gate burns down or they open it.
Okay.
Okay. Let me know when it's my turn again.
Okay. The D12 is going to make a ranged bow attack at you, Mags.
Okay.
Crits. I'm sorry.
Wait, is he...
Oh,
What's
shit.
his distance from me? What's he shooting me with?
Like a longbow.
Okay. Well, I mean, what's his... Oh, I assume I
Well,
guess...
if you're able to hit something within 60 feet,
Yeah.
he's
I didn't know.
able to hit
I don't
with a
know what the
longbow.
range on the short bow is 30 feet, or is the short bow... I just wanted to know.
It's like usually like 90, 120 or something like
Okay.
that.
But yeah, go ahead. Do your crit damage. I just wanted to make sure.
Well, luckily I rolled a 1 and a 2, and plus their mods, it's a 6.
Cool.
So you take 6 piercing damage from the D12.
Cool.
And then the D8 is also going to attack you, but rolls a 5.
Okay.
Mags, it's your turn again.
Are they behind cover?
A little. They're half cover.
Oh, we'll go for the... So the create bond... oh, that one hit me, so I need to make a con check. Concentration. That one. So the create bonfire falls, but it should still be on fire because it's flammable. So that doesn't really matter. Okay. The one that's closer to me, I will make 2 shots at with my longbow.
Okay.
I just realized that I can make 2 longbow attacks a turn.
Nice.
So that's nice. I like looked up what Thirsting Blade does, and it's you can attack twice with your pack weapon, so it doesn't matter what my attack weapon is. Oh, well. 16 and a 14.
The 16 hits.
No, it's good something hits. That's going to be 13 damage.
Ouch. They don't like that.
And then I am going to...
That's on the D12, right?
Yeah, and then can I get behind like a tree just for half cover or something?
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll have that going for you.
Half cover?
Yep. Boggs, you're up.
Sacred Flame beats the cover, just so you know. Half cover plus 2 points. I see. Okay. I didn't have
How
that.
far are we away from the gate?
I'm going to say
60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shiz.
If you have a ranged spell, you can move close, cast, and move back, unless it is more than your movement.
Yeah, let me fucking. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on whichever one of those dudes didn't just get hit.
So this one.
Sure.
So on his turn, he has to make some sort of save.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Can't save.
Next up is a D12, who's going to make another attack at Mags. Does not hit. Con save for the D8. Does not hit. Does not save. So tell me what ouches he gets.
Oh, it does not save?
Does not.
Oh yeah, 2d10 then.
Oof.
4. He takes 15 damage.
Ouch. He's knocked prone.
Does that mean I can't hit him with my bow?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's funny
It's
how
okay.
that's usually meant to help you,
Yeah.
but in this particular scenario,
I could hit him with Sacred Flame.
you could. It is your turn now.
We'll take 1 longbow attack against D12.
Okay.
That's going to be a 22 to hit. Or no, 24 to hit.
Still hits.
And we'll do our damage. Let's, where the heck is the D? Okay. Oh, another 13. Does that kill him?
He is knocking on death's door right now.
Alright, we'll take another. That's another 24.
Yep.
6 plus 12 damage.
Done diddly dead.
So 2 arrows shoot out right into his
Nice.
head, and then alright, so that one's gone.
Mm-hmm.
The gate's still burning down. I'll get
It
back
is.
behind cover.
Mm-hmm.
Both guard towers are taken care of now?
No, the other one that
the
you
D8s.
moonbeamed is he's just prone.
Okay, sorry. I thought the two attacked.
Yep.
Because your whatever didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say these are moving up. That's their turn, but they're not getting to the gate's not opening yet. What do you do, Boggs?
What's the range on my longbow? Actually, can I use my movement?
Mm-hmm.
So what state's the gate?
So the range on my longbow is 150 feet.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna move back 30 feet
Okay.
and get ready to keep shooting my longbow. And my goal is that when they come out, I'm just gonna shoot, run 30 feet, shoot, run 30 feet. But if they're dashing, they're gonna be catching up to me. But if I'm like 150 feet away already, it's gonna take them a while to catch up to
Okay.
me, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 30 feet is the furthest in you could be and still be able to see like the gate with good.
Oh, then I
Coverage.
won't bother.
Like if they're chasing you, it makes sense. But if you're trying to shoot them as they're leaving,
I'll leapfrog to one tree 10 feet away. So
Yeah.
like I'm not too much further in.
Okay.
Longbows have such long range. Am
what were you saying, Bob?
this is
So I
like
want to know
before
how
he
much
is hit.
I can see through the gate.
It's still
Can I see
all
that there are
fire
people-
right now.
Moving behind it?
I don't think you would. You would be able to hear them, I think.
Yeah?
Shit, man.
Yeah, because they're like you hear shouting and like them, trying to rally people. So you can't see how many there are.
Okay.
You can't see exactly where they are, but you can
Okay.
hear them approaching the gate.
Okay.
I'm using a cantrip again.
And, do a perception check.
Longbows are really good.
Holy crap.
Well, that was an 8.
It was an 8 plus. You have a pretty good perception modifier,
Yeah,
right?
what's your-
I don't really, but it's...
Should be plus 6.
Oh, yeah, it is. So,
Okay.
8 plus 6.
Okay, you're able to hear that they're saying hold steady, men. So you could kind of guess that they're not leaving the compound.
Okay.
And the gate is still looking sturdy because it would take about 5 minutes for
Okay.
it to burn because it's thick ass wood.
But I could sort of,
Oh.
I could sort of echo location where they are, based on what they're saying.
More or less, like it's not terribly great. Like you won't be able to attack them. But
Sure.
if you wanted to do an AOE spell, like or you could
I want to
aim
move
it
Moonbeam.
behind.
Is what
Okay.
I'm wanting to do.
How big is Moonbeam?
5 feet.
Ooh.
But that's like
Let me think.
narrowing in on 20 square feet right there.
Yeah, but it's like so. I'm just gonna put them in there.
What are you casting?
I'm moving my Moonbeam.
Here's
Oh.
what I would say. Like if you move your Moonbeam, you would have to get 15 to 20 to hit one of them. If we're talking about like 4 or
roll a
5 of them.
D20?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you get 15 to 20, you will hit one of them, and then you'll roll a d4 to see which one of them you hit.
What would that be like? Would you add his wisdom modifier to that or anything?
Just a straight up because this is off of his perception,
Okay.
and you can't. He's looking at a fire gate, like, and guessing where they are.
Okay.
Damn. 13.
Okay. You move it.
Was that a wisdom check?
Would you want?
No. It was.
I think it was
straight.
a
straight
straight
roll.
check.
So would you think you would move it too far here, too far here, too far here?
I think I would move it probably behind the D6.
Okay. So Moonbeam is now here. Okay. The D8 is up. He uses half of his movement to stand up.
Boggs, are you getting behind cover?
Yeah, that was.
I mean, we're in the tree lines, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
just get behind a tree
Alright,
so you
yeah.
have
Yeah.
the half cover.
I will
Okay.
enunciate that
Plus
I am
2
behind a
plus
tree.
2 to AC.
Yeah. So he rolls a 19 though, so that is going to hit you.
Me?
Boggs, because Boggs moonbeamed him because it's 19 on the dice. So.
Alright.
And that is 7 damage to the Boggs. Next up is Mags.
Alright. Arrow shoots at the guy in the tower.
Mhm.
That's gonna be 19 to hit.
That hits him.
That'll be 12 damage.
Okay, he is barely alive, but he is still alive.
14. Or no. Nope. 7 plus 9. 16.
Hits.
7 damage.
Kills him. All right. So
back behind cover.
at this point, they're not leaving until the what's it called? The gate burns down, pretty much. So
Guard towers are made of stone.
What? Yes.
Okay.
Do you do anything as the gate is burning down?
There's no one that can see me right now.
I would say no, but there is that search team.
I'm gonna use.
So,
I'm gonna use 2d6 of healing light, so I can heal myself up a little bit. All right, that'll get all but 1 of my HP back. And then I am going to.
Now, my question, Boggs, you still have Moonbeam.
Mhm.
Are you
Moving around wildly.
Yeah.
No,
And the thing is, they're going to be
I'm going to use my Ring of X-Ray Vision
okay.
as my action, so that I can see behind there. I'm going to tell Boggs where they are,
Nice.
and then I'm going to cast Create Bonfire on them
Okay.
from the other side of the gate.
All right. So at that point, so I just erased this. I'm going to roll initiative for these ones to see what they're doing because I was making that under the assumption that you were weighed out the gate, but since you're not, I'm going to roll initiative for them,
Okay.
and we're gonna go from there.
So gate's gone.
Not yet.
Not yet.
This
You'll be able to see. I can
Yeah.
direct you. I can say your moonbeam's behind one of them by 5 feet.
Yeah.
And so,
Cool.
for Franz,
Well, I'm gonna.
there'll be a long, lengthy period where only Franz is doing stuff and we aren't.
Yeah. Okay. So Mags, that was your turn. So Bob's, which one are you going after?
Do I get to create bonfire on them?
Oh. Well, you used your action.
Yeah, I used my action
So
for
this
the thing.
this one.
But I was able to describe it to him, right, with
Yes.
that free action. Okay.
I'll just move it up 5 feet.
Okay,
I'll
to
go
hit
to
the-
D12.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Sure.
to make
They
life
move
easier.
into the
I'm
movement.
just making life
I
easier
use my
for me.
power to rotate the earth back 5 feet.
Okay. And the D12 has to go up next. Rolls a 19, but does he get half damage?
It should do half.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah, half as much damage. Sorry, my bad.
It's all good.
What is it? D2T did?
2D10.
So 3.
What?
He rolled a 7.
Oh, right, yeah, and half damage, sorry. Next up is the D10, who is going to 5, 10, 15, 20.
Runs through the
25.
flaming gate.
Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. I forget that it's not there.
No, I think he did it.
You said 5
bounced
minutes,
off of it.
and I would say that I did
Oh,
the
no.
healing light.
No, what I'm saying is, I asked if you were going to wait it out, and you
Mhm.
said that you were going to use all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And I had erased the thing, so it is still burning, and he would have not run through a burning gate.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that at that point he's going to run up into the guard tower. So, but that'll take his whole movement to get up into this guard
And
tower.
I can see him moving up into
you
the
can
guard
actually
tower.
see, yeah. So
Okay.
you see him.
I see everything. All right, what's
and
the
then 5, 10. This one moves up into this guard tower.
Okay.
And
Are they at the top of the guard tower? Like
Yes.
shootable? Okay, good to know.
Yes. And then next up is a D100. And
I'm relaying all of this to Boggs like as it's happening.
yep, the D100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
I see him running
and then,
back there. Can
yeah,
I see
he's
Franz?
dashing. I don't. What's the range?
The range. Oh no, never mind. I can't.
Yeah, because you would have to see through like 2 things of.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. All right. So.
And then we're back to the top with Mags.
Okay. So I can see the guys in the guard tower.
Yes.
Not just like they're not behind cover though. They're like we're at the top of the guard tower. Shoot us, right?
Well, they're behind. The guard tower naturally has cover, so.
Yeah. They have their half cover
Yeah.
that they've been having.
Yeah.
The D6. We'll shoot 2 more.
Okay.
Well, we'll shoot 1, see what happens, and then shoot the other one because I can split targets.
Yep.
That'll be a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Thank God for +9 to hit. That'll be 10 damage.
Okay, he's
Se-
still alive.
Second hit, that'll be 25 to hit.
Hits.
That'll be 8 damage.
All right, he's
And then I
Little
get behind
bloody,
cover.
but he's still alive.
And then I relay where all of them are for Moonbeam.
Boggs, what do you do? Do you keep Moonbeam there?
That guy's still in Moonbeam?
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't. He's kind of stunned at this point.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep it on him and stay behind cover.
okay. He's going to make a save.
Well, it's actually at the beginning of his turn.
Yup.
Oh, okay.
And his turn is now. Fails. 8.
I don't know, man. That's in the middle.
Do you want?
If it's cocked, just roll it again.
Oh yeah. There we go.
10.
Sounds good.
Damn. It was like between 1 and 7. It could have been 14.
Yeah.
Could have.
Well.
Also could have been a 1.
Yes. You kind of got the middle, the in between of those.
D10 is up next, and he's going to make an attack at Mags and beef it. Not terribly. It's a 7.
Right into the tree.
D6 is going to make an attack at Mags as well. Also rolls a 7. The D100 is doing stuff you don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because you saw him run to the captain's quarters, but once he's in there, the walls are too thick to see between the two of them. Mags, you're up.
We'll shoot the D6 again.
And just for flavor, you can see the lizard just still running around apeshit.
15.
Does not do it.
We'll just shoot the same D6 again.
Mm-hmm.
To 17. Oh no, 18.
Hits.
That'll be 11 damage.
Alright, that is enough to kill him. Done.
And then the next round, one hits the roof of the cartage, another one just right into his head. Okay, and then I'm back behind cover.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is going really, really well. I turn to Boggs. I'm like, Boggs, I don't know what we're doing, but it seems to be working. Yeah. But this is all I can see right now.
Yep. Next up.
I mean,
was,
I haven't really taken much damage. I've taken 1 damage. Well, I've taken more than that, but I healed back.
D6. That was Max. Boggs, you're up.
Hopefully, we're making.
Has it been a minute since I cast Moonbeam?
No. It's been 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
So-
4 rounds.
20 seconds.
It's been
20
4
to 30
rounds.
seconds.
Because there was the one on top initially, then you moved it, didn't hit anything, then it landed on that, then you moved it one more time.
Well, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to...
Make sure you're making concentration checks when you take damage, by the way, Boggs.
Okay. I haven't taken any damage since I cast that. I'm gonna just keep concentrating and hiding behind a tree.
Okay. 1 second.
How do I take a concentration check?
You just make a Constitution saving throw, and if you roll above a 10,
Okay.
you save. So
Cool. Plus my con bonus.
yeah, Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Next up. So those scouts that were going after you, you hear them.
Wait, scouts that were going after us?
The ones that you originally attacked, that you ran away from, that
yeah.
took a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I thought they were in the recycling center.
Yeah, but it's been like 5 rounds of combat.
Oh,
that
okay.
they've been searching for.
They're coming from the outside of the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they've been running around trying to search for you.
How'd they get outside the wall?
They
Oh,
went
the
through
recycling
the receiving center.
Oh.
They went into the receiving center like back in the beginning.
Okay, so they come around the corner.
Yeah, so they don't get a surprise like round on you because they all beef their fucking stealth checks.
Oh, okay.
So originally it should have taken them like 2 or 3 rounds of dashing
Okay.
to find you. But because you kept going undercover, I gave it an extra turn.
Okay.
So
Can I see them?
oh yeah, you could see them.
Alright, how far away are they?
I'm gonna say like they're all like within like distance of you now. So like they're like this is 60 feet. This is 60 feet.
Alright,
So
we'll do... Alright, it's my turn now?
no.
Okay.
It's the purple D12's turn. And he's gonna go up and make an attack.
Oh,
It's short.
shoot, okay.
Yeah. Crits. Jesus.
Against me or Boggs?
You.
Okay.
But it's a short sword.
I'm gonna... Shoot, I just need to look and see if I can cast Unsettling Visage after you roll.
That's fine. 9. Otherwise it's 13 damage to you.
Unsettling Visage, when a creature you can see, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the roll. You must use this feature before knowing. Okay, that's fine. I would have used it right when he attacked, but it just all happened so fast. But that's okay.
Well, no, we could do that.
No. Because you rolled a crit, so it's just not fair. So go ahead and I'll take 13 damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing.
Yeah, and then next up is this D12 who moves, and he's just what he does actually. He just tries and
He still needs to roll a con save.
yeah, you're right. Fails. So give him his ouches, and he's
11.
11. He's not looking too hot, and he's trying to make use by getting the lizard in order. Next up is the D10, who's going to make a ranged bow attack at Bugs. Rolls a 15 plus 6, so that I imagine hits you.
Yeah. Am I still behind cover?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
like
that's
for them.
For them,
Yeah.
even, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it still hits.
Yeah, that's 5 damage.
All right.
Next up is the D100 that died, so that's good. And then the D6 is going to come up and make a short sword attack at you. Beefs it. And then we got the D8 over here, making it an attack. 7 plus stuff, so that's not going to do anything. I'm going to move you onto here, just so people at home can see. But that's essentially outside. Then we're back to the top with Mags.
These guys look pretty hurt.
Oh yeah, the D12 and the D6 are on death's door. The D8 is a little bloodied, but not totally so.
I'm gonna use Holy Cloak.
Mhm.
My bonus action
Nice.
to flare. And so that's going to be 5 damage.
That kills 2 of them.
So wait, let me just make sure. Any creature that starts its turn in the aura takes the damage. So,
Okay.
so like within 5 feet. So I try to maneuver myself so I'm within 5 feet of them,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to. Oh wait, that one, the D10, the D8. That's by Boggs.
Yeah.
That one's more than 5 feet away, right?
Yeah. He's
So-
also the most okay looking one.
Yep. I'm gonna longbow attack him twice
Sure.
because I can't change the longbow and activate the Holy Cloak, and I thought
Yeah.
that the Holy Cloak was more important. So we'll take 1 attack.
Oh wait, are you doing the Holy Cloak or the longbow?
Both. The Holy Cloak's a bonus
Reaction.
action.
Yep. Okay.
So 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits him. I'm just gonna take them out just because it's easier for me. You killed them.
Okay.
They're done.
That'll be the first attack does 12 damage.
Sorry. What was the
The hit to hit was 24.
Yeah. Okay. And you said 12.
Yeah, 12 damage.
Okay.
6 plus 6. And
Okay.
then the second hit is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
That'll be 10 damage.
Okay, that kills him.
Right. And then get behind cover again, and I say, Boggs,
Okay.
back off from me. Because when he starts... Actually, no, I'll move away from Boggs.
Yeah.
So I'll hide behind another tree.
Yeah.
Because if he's within 5 feet of me, he'll take the damage.
Mm.
But I can just keep the cloak on. It doesn't have a time limit. You can just keep it on. But it's bad because you lose advantage on all, or you have disadvantage on all charisma checks while you're doing it. So you can't just I'm walking around looking like a crazy flaming person.
Yep. No, that's fine. You hear Boggs, you're up, sorry.
I look to Mags to sort of give me the 411 on what's going on.
Guy in the guard tower.
All right, I move my moonbeam to the guard tower.
Wait, it's just one round. I just single-handedly killed all those guys.
Okay, so it's his turn next. He makes his con save. Rolls a 5. Tell me what you heard him for.
Oh yeah. 7 and 4.
Nice. Okay.
Which one did you hit? The D12 or the D?
The D12. Oh no, sorry, the D.
D10.
Okay.
Well, he goes, he was already thinking, fuck this, but then you hear a booming voice, demanding all of the troops to rally. Jesus. I actually have never done a swarm of, people before, but imagine that each of these represents 10 people, gathering. Now, I'm going to say they're not... It's going to take a full turn to have them gather, pretty much.
Where do they come from?
Everywhere. Just some from here,
Okay.
some from here,
Only
some from
6
here.
seconds for them to get there. Damn.
They're
quick.
dashing. It's been, and the other thing is you've had about a minute
Yeah,
and a half of
it's
stuff.
okay.
Well, there was a thunderous boom. The
Yeah.
gate burned down.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay. So they weren't there before, right? Like that's
Right,
all. I was just,
but, like,
I'm just joking. I'm
they're
making a
okay.
joke. Like,
And they're dashing and they're spending their whole thing getting rallied. And then this is now
rallied.
this guy. They're out of the picture. And this is Mr. Captain.
Oh, what happened to the lizard?
What I mean, he's this guy. Even though the troops are getting rallied, he's just taking the lizard and just going in here because he's not ready to fight. Like when I say out of the picture, he just
okay,
does
so that's
not.
40 people.
40 people plus this plus that
Okay, so here's, the gate's still
And he-
burning down.
comes out of the captain's ops.
Should
And
we-
it's my turn again?
Should we
Yes.
rope
I'm gonna-
Franz into this?
I'm
Franz is out.
gonna shoot at the D10.
Where'd you go?
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm going down to the hatch.
So I still have
Okay.
I can still see it also. I'm saying, wait, friends, we're gonna have to get moving. So I'll shoot at the D10 twice. The nat 1 on the first one, and then the second one, 7 plus 9, 8, 16.
That will hit, but because you crit failed, I want to say the first one you're gonna take a D4 of bludgeoning damage from
Fair. That's it. I roll a
smacking
D4.
yourself.
I
With it.
take 2 damage.
A
Yup.
good spell for us to get in the future would be message.
And then
And then I'm gonna roll my hit
yup.
on him. That'll be 13 damage.
Okay, he's not looking good whatsoever.
And he's
so-
in Moonbeam, so, and then I say, yeah, we gotta go. I'm gonna cast Healing Light on myself, 2d6.
Mhm.
That'll be 4 healing.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna move 30 feet into the woods.
Mhm.
I'm booking it. The gist of what you're getting from me is that we've given Franz all the distraction we can get. Our goal was to make a distraction for Franz. We've killed 10 guards.
Yeah.
And there's a burning gate, and all the troops are rallying and focused on that gate, and there's a way out back here.
Presumably.
Presumably.
Are you staying
making
in the
towards the-
vicinity, or are you heading back to the?
Heading back to Kasula's.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Mhm.
Okay.
Are you following?
Well, I don't want to split us into 3. But I'm thinking maybe we could hide. Well, no. Yeah, I'm just following.
Yeah, we gotta
I'm
go.
following.
I don't have any spells. I don't have anything left. I drop Holy Cloak so he can be near me.
Okay.
Yep.
So 2 minutes have passed, and I'm gonna say
Alright, I'm
it's
gonna go
been
to
2
the
minutes.
bathroom
Yeah.
because we're going through
Yeah.
the woods. Wait, that guy needs to take Moonbeam damage. He should die.
He's dead. He's dead.
Okay.
Alright, he's dead. Anyway. You hear just all hell breaking loose upstairs. You go down the hatch, and it's the steps go surprisingly deep.
Mhm.
I would say it's a story and a half down
Okay.
into the ground.
Okay.
And then there's an expanse in front of you, as wide as the compound. So it's just as big underneath as it is up top.
Okay.
Now, luckily for you, there are not guards down here. Because they don't really expect people to come down here that are not them.
Right.
As you walk down, now you're still no, you're not invisible.
No, but I'm disguised.
Yes. And as you walk, up to the first end, it's all barred gates. It's just full of what you imagine are human prisoners. But what you quickly see is it's just giant lizards upon giant lizards just packed to the gills. And it smells bad because there's literally hundreds of giant lizards down here.
Is there...
That's what you see, just from you step here, you look out, and then that's what you see all
Right.
around.
Cool. So I'm in a hallway right now.
Yes, but it's a hallway that opens up to this.
And the entire room is
And-
just filled with cages.
Yes.
Okay.
So imagine a pound. pretty
Okay.
much. So it's cages and rows, and it's open. So it's a fairly open floor plan that's got cages everywhere.
Okay. Can I make I want to see if I can see our the guy we're looking to try to find.
Yeah, do an investigation check.
That's not the greatest, but that's gonna be a 10.
From where you are, you can't see him. Maybe if you walk around a little
Okay,
bit. And
I'll walk around
investigate.
for a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to say that do another investigation check as you walk around.
That's going to be a 16.
Okay. You are able to find him. I'm just going to say for narrative purposes, this is the moment that they book it. Because it takes you 2 minutes to get there.
That makes sense, yeah.
Walk around, look, and then you find him. And he's a tired-looking, beat-up guy, probably in like his mid-40s. And he's just sitting slumped against the crate, the cage that he's in. He is in plain clothes. If he had weapons, he doesn't have them anymore. And he doesn't react to you because, like, it's probably feeding time and he knows the drill by now.
What's his name again?
Warren.
Morin?
Yeah.
Okay. Morin.
And he looks, Warren, not...
Warren. I think you said
Sorry.
Warren. Yeah. Warren.
He looks up and he's like, what do you want?
We need to get the hell out of here. And then I try to unlock the gate.
He's shocked, because you're dressed like you. Do a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 26.
Yeah, you are able to unlock it, and he steps up and he's like, what are you doing?
Okay, don't have a long time to explain. We need to hightail it out of here. This is not what I look like. We don't have time for that.
He's walking out and he's like, this place is armed. How are you now? He's walking with you when he wants
to. Do you have any spell? Can you do spell stuff?
Not nothing I feel is useful. I could do what kind of thing is he? He's like I could do maybe some lightning, but nothing.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that's gonna be useful.
He's thinking to get him out, disguise self.
Do I notice any uniforms around here?
No, it's just slop trays and
okay.
lizards.
So I don't know what's gonna go on up there. Can you run? Are you good enough to run?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
He's bruised and he's been beat up a little, but nothing's broken.
Okay. We are gonna walk up the steps. There's shit been going on up there. I don't know what we're gonna walk into. Do you know an easy way out of here? That isn't the gate.
And he starts to say the gate, and he's like, no.
Okay. Do you know anything about?
Oh wait, he did the recon. He does. Of course he fucking does. He goes, yeah. We got the receiving center. We can get out through there if it's unarmed. Unguarded.
Okay. We're probably gonna have to go with that. Huh?
You're not there.
The ghost says.
But I think Franz, upon going up, would have that cross his mind. The question is, does it happen?
Yeah, it's just what can you tell me? There's a new kind of tank?
Yeah, that, it's...
We're walking and talking.
Yeah, he goes, that, the pointy one or the cannon one? Because he doesn't know which one's new to you. They're both new tanks.
The pointy one.
He goes, yeah, that sprays some pretty nasty stuff.
How nasty?
Very nasty.
Okay.
Extremely nasty.
Okay, Warren, we've got two choices. We can go out the receiving center, or we can hijack a tank.
He goes, I can't drive him.
You can't drive him?
No.
Well.
He wishes he could be of use, but he's like, I was able to do recon. I forgot to say, no, his bird isn't there. He goes, I saw the tanks, but I can't see how it works inside the tanks.
Okay. Terrible idea then. Okay. So we are going to get up the steps and then peek out the door, and I'm assuming they're all still crowded.
Yes, they are all crowded. This guy is, at this point, now up here shouting orders on what to do.
Cool. We are going to dash to the receiving center.
Okay, stealth check for both of you. Oh, he nat 20s on that.
Nice. Well, it's going to be over 2026.
Okay. You're able to get to the receiving center, unseen. Do a perception check in the center.
Cool.
You can do one too, right?
Yeah, you can.
So what I'm going to do, it's perception. Oh, that's going to be 25.
Okay. It is only guarded on one side. Because you can see through the window. The guard is on the opposite side.
Okay, so I'm going to, don't know how this is gonna go. Just play along, and then I tie him up, and I'm
He's
like,
no,
just like,
no, we have to get out of here.
yeah, I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna lie to this guy.
Yeah, I don't see any way you lying about taking the prisoner out would work.
Okay. Okay. Let's go in, and let's just go in there.
Okay, are you trying to sneak up on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Make a perception check on Warren.
Okay. That's gonna be a fat 26.
He's a better rogue than you are.
Whoa.
That is all.
Is he gonna auto crit?
What?
Nothing. Okay. I'm going to try to booming blade this dude.
Let's roll just initiative to see which one of you two.
20. No, not 20. It's gonna be 8.
8?
Yep.
Jesus. And then the guard. The guard is 20, but when he has his turn. Okay. So this guy walks up and he doesn't have any weapons. So what he quickly does, nice. He actually draws the sword from the guy's
Oh,
belt,
that's
and then
cool.
Hits him. So, but it's not a lot. Actually it is. That's 9
sneak attack.
He's
damage.
got sneak attack.
Oh yeah, because you're right next to him. I forgot about that.
And if you're not seen, if you're attacking from a hidden place.
He should have advantage. Yeah, when you play rogue, you gotta
Jesus,
do
I forget
so much
how.
math.
Oh, man.
Sneak.
He almost single-handedly murders this guy. It's your turn.
Does he have advantage on the attack? Because now the other guy's alert, right?
I've got Sova.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
But either way, it's gonna be a 18.
Yep.
Yeah, 18.
There is no way this guy lives. He's 2 HP away from you.
Okay,
So tell me, after he pulls the short sword out and just gets him, he definitely goes straight for the neck.
He's going for the neck?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna, if he's going straight for the neck, then I just want to get him right in the pancreas.
Nice. All right. No, that's good. All right. So you are able to leave. At this point, they're still waiting for the thing to go down.
Yeah.
Warren is just going straight home after this. He doesn't. He's like, all right, thanks, and then he's like,
No, I
running.
grab him by the neck. Or the shirt,
yeah.
or whatever. I'm like, no, we got shit we need to do. We are staging a rebellion, farmers' rebellion.
I am the Farmers' Rebellion.
Yeah, we got to get back there.
I'm back where?
We got a tank now. We got to go back to the Kalua's house.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Oh, cool. Then we're going there.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
I jump on his back. Give me a piggyback.
He pushes you off. He's done.
He doesn't take your bullshit.
No, he's not. So I mean, he's thankful, but he's not.
Oh
playing
yeah,
that
not
mean.
piggyback. Thankful.
You guys reconvene.
Give me a short rest.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, you all get there at around the same time, but you don't really cross paths necessarily.
Mhm.
Because there's plenty of ways you could get there.
Sure.
But you all arrive pretty much at the same time. What do you do?
Hey guys.
Okay, we need to find them tanks there, and
I'm alive, by the way.
oh yeah. Never doubted that you'd make it out of there after the shit that we pulled to get you out. You don't want to know how much stuff we did to make sure that we probably killed 10 guards at the
Yeah.
gate and set it on fire. Man, he was shooting moonbeams left and right. He was hitting people he couldn't even see with the beam.
Shit, I killed one guy.
Hey, then the other guy.
And Warren goes, I mostly killed him.
Well, you know.
Sounds about right. Anyways, I need to take a breather, and then we got to go find them tanks because they got to be coming here or somewhere near. And so that's. Do you guys have a defense warning system or something where you can tell oh no, this person's being attacked?
He goes, yeah, we got the lighthouse.
Lighthouse is gone.
Bad news.
Bad news bears.
Okay, well
We've lost the lighthouse.
we'll have to figure that out. But I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna take a breather.
You said you had
Okay.
a bird?
Used to. He kind of beefed it. they're not. I mean, I could make another one soon.
Let's make another one. I got my birdie. Do some bird action.
You got the green should have given it away. But yeah, we're not close like that. So I don't think that just because we could do the same thing, we got like something going on.
I never said that. I said we could.
You tried to hop on my back.
Well, yeah, it would have been faster.
No, it wouldn't have. So he walks over to like a quiet room in the house and sits down. At this point, like he's still frazzled. He hasn't noticed that like Kasula is like her right now. She's
Right.
just like, oh, it's probably just another one of him that was hanging back.
Kind of is. Anyway.
Yeah. Kasula's kind of taken your lead on that, where she's like, I don't need to tell him yet. I need to relax and let me be me. So he's chilling in a small room, in your old room actually, probably, and sitting there to summon his bird to rest, to figure out what the fuck is gonna go on next.
Cool. I'm gonna talk to Fernell.
Fernell's still out.
Oh, okay, she's still out. Okay.
So is Ace.
I want to go talk to Warren and ask him. Obviously, when they blew up the lighthouse, they knew what they were doing. They knew it was their early detection system. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm just like, what are his thoughts on that? Can he ascertain sort of any plans that they might have been?
He pauses
Enacting.
and what?
Can do a very retroactive. We were running through the forest that the tanks were just going through. Do we have any idea of where they were going?
I
Oh,
don't.
good call.
Because they would have been making a pretty big tracks, right?
They would have, but I'm going to say that like you didn't see them, and make with that what you will.
Didn't see the tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're not heading here, it would
Yeah.
appear.
So Warren, he's doing his bird shit, and he goes, yeah, it means they've been watching us a little closer than we thought they were, and I think troublesome times are a little bit closer upon us than I'd like to admit.
Well, how many have you fought them before? Have you had battles? Why would they be watching you?
Well, yeah, we've had a few run-ins with some of the people that tried to buy the land from us, and when we said no, then they tried to intimidate us, in which case there was some bloodshed, and that got their attention. They built that. I don't know. It looks like it's been there for a while. I don't know when exactly it happened, but we happened upon it a little over a month ago, and I've been watching it ever since.
He's talking about the
compound.
compound. Okay,
So he doesn't know when,
sure.
but
And
he's
do you
been
know?
keeping a close
Do you know
eye.
what do you know about this company? Who are these people?
They're workers for the whatever Answit's corporation is.
All right.
That's what it is.
Anscorp.
Anscorp, I like that. It's like they're Anscorp goonies. They but some of them can pack a heavy punch. If you all made it out, those are the grunts they got rid of. There's magic users, there's tanks, as you could see. They have quite the arsenal of advanced weaponry, but what worries me most is the lizards.
I'm
and
sorry?
what they-
The lizards?
yeah, and what they plan to use them for.
Do you think this is the bulk of
What do they plan to use them
Answit's
for?
might?
Are you in
or-
the room with them, or?
I'm just taking a short rest, I don't know. I could be in the room with them. But
Okay.
Brock does not seem to be engaging with that question.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in there too.
He definitely would not want you in there with him. He's just like, no.
Bro, I saved you.
No.
Bro, I saved you.
So I'm asking
Bro.
if he thinks that this is sort
Get
of
your
the
friend out of
might of Anscorp's
Throw my slime potion on him.
forces,
No.
or if like this is a small what does he know about the reserves?
I'm sorry, one more time.
So I'm trying to get I'm trying to get an idea of the size of her operation. Is
Okay.
this most of it? Is this
Okay.
a tenth of it?
He goes, well, I mean, I can't speak for how many people she employs. She does run a pretty big operation, but I would say for what she has her eye on around these parts, I would imagine this is that is the base. That is the people she has allocated for our area. She probably has other people in other areas. But I'm hoping to send a clear message that no matter how many people, we will fight them.
And what about these lizards now? Like, what are they for?
I can't say for sure. I can only get from my recon and what I've heard. Because I don't think they expected me to live it out. I think they were deciding, how they would kill me and who gets to do the honors. But luckily they didn't get that far. They're planning on using them as a kind of a army. And they seem to have a means of controlling them. I don't know what that means is. I don't know how many of them can control them. But they seem to have been focusing a lot of their efforts lately on teaching the men and women who fight for them how to control these beasts.
And so these beasts, I mean, can they use weapons like a man, or are they just giant lizards?
They're just giant lizards. Why would they be anything else?
I mean,
And
giant
then the
lizards.
Dragonborn now just walks in. What's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, he personally has not encountered a Dragonborn yet. So he doesn't and he hasn't seen like a Kenku or so he's encountered magic clearly, but
So we're still, they're still like dog-sized lizards, right?
but big dog size lizards.
Okay.
I peek my head in the room. Where did these lizards come from?
He doesn't answer.
You're an asshole. Should have
Yeah.
left your rot.
I appreciate
Yeah.
the information, Warren. I'm glad that you are back safe. I'll let you get back to whatever it is that you're doing.
It's making bird.
All
Bird day.
That's a weird euphemism for
Was I able to tell? Was I able to tell when we were exiting just if they went what cardinal direction the tanks were heading?
They were just heading south.
Okay.
Which is the direction that this place is in, but you did not see big tank marks once you got towards the road. So they either stopped somewhere or are doing something else, or you moved faster than they did. Because, they're slow-moving tanks.
But we didn't see them
Yeah.
on our way back. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so our short rest completed?
Yeah,
Or
it's
way
an
back.
hour.
Okay, so we need to go find them tanks and we need to take them out. There's 2 out there. We can take 2 by ourselves, I think. Agreed?
I think we could take 2.
I think we should at least see what they're doing. We can decide when we find them if we want to take them out. If they're fucking off to who knows where,
Then we got 2 extra tanks.
all right. All right. Let's go get it.
Right now, because they have 4
How
tanks.
many did we count? We counted 6
6.
were in there?
Yeah,
Yes.
but 2 of them are gone, so there's 4 left.
There's 4 in there,
Mhm.
plus 1, and then we've got 1. So there's 7 tanks total. We have 3, they have 4. Hey, that's not the worst odds. We gotta figure out what to do about these lizards and the lots of men, but
I'm a little worried though that they might send the other 4 tanks down here, and then after us, and while we're gone, then the town is essentially defenseless.
yeah.
But we can't just sit around here for forever either.
Did we get the idea that they were mobilizing the tanks to chase after just me and Boggs?
I don't think you would have gotten that, because you hauled ass out of there.
Well, I mean, I think
Or-
Could I have seen anybody getting into tanks?
Did I see anybody in the tanks? Because I was the last one out.
I don't think you would have seen them getting into
Okay.
tanks, because with your ring of X-ray vision.
is there any reason that these people would believe that the intruders would be from anywhere else but this town?
Probably not.
They're
Especially when the
going to figure it
prisoner's
out,
gone.
with the prisoner.
Well,
Yeah.
let's maybe go after these tanks. Maybe we can catch up to them and be back before.
It's a recon mission. One an hour or 2 out, an hour or 2 in. Warren, where's the most likely place that they'd attack if they were sending out a small force of 2 tanks
He pauses.
when they've already taken the lighthouse
Um,
or attacked the lighthouse?
he goes, genuinely, that's the thing. I can't think of anywhere
Do you think
else.
they'd go back there after losing a fight there with 1 tank yesterday?
I don't think so. I think that if they were to come back, it would be full force or nothing.
Well, they sent out 2 tanks. They're on whatever mission they're on. They're independent of our actions. That means there's 4 tanks that will be acting upon our actions, potentially. So, we need to get those 2 tanks.
Mm-hmm.
And we have, those 2 hours away? They're either on their way or they're doing something.
So at this point, because you have to factor 2 hours to get here, you did an hour short rest.
Mhm.
So now it's 3 hours.
Yep.
So
We'd be halfway here if they'd left right after us.
well, they're slow moving, but
Oh,
they're
sure.
not like. By this point, if they were coming after you, they would have been here.
Is anybody coming after us right now?
I go outside, I send Sova up to see if there's any, if she can see any movement.
There would be light, I would imagine. Quite a bit of light.
Yeah.
Silva does her thing, and even without a perception check, tanks are fucking easy to spot.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you don't see anything in the immediate vicinity, like the whole radius that she's got.
Well,
So we don't even know where to go to find these other 2 tanks.
Okay.
we're safe for now.
Like, if you were to go find those tanks, you would probably have to go back to the camp and track the tracks from the
Okay.
compound.
Fuckface, do you know if they have any other objectives in the area? Like, not with this land, but in the surrounding area?
No. Are you still going on those 2 tanks?
No, just in general. Because if they most likely know people from here are associated with what happened at the encampment.
Mhm.
Most likely they would have sent a force here by now.
Yeah.
There's nothing coming.
The only thing I could think of is they could either send people to the capital, to where Answit's, another one of her warehouses are, to gather more forces. The only other stronghold here is the Inquisition down by the mountains, but I don't know if they're really willing to risk that sort of thing with the running with the Inquisition.
Yeah, well, they're using lots of magic, so they're kind of at odds with the Inquisition.
Yeah.
So we don't really have to worry about them 2 joining forces.
Yeah, okay. So,
Try to.
So are you guys ready for Fortress Round 2, maybe? I don't know. We could head back, see what we can do there again. We could just guerrilla warfare.
He holds his hands up and he's like, that forest is probably teeming with people searching.
Well, then
So
there's less people to fight tomorrow if we kill them today.
Okay.
honestly, the best thing that we should probably go there and take care of the lizards. More so than the tanks.
I mean, we can do that too. I think that now is it seems kind of weird, but I think staying here is not going to accomplish anything.
No.
I'm down for that. We can get there. We can decide what we want to do. We could either track the other 2 tanks. If no one's there, we could sabotage whatever we can. Let's head back.
How far away are we from the lighthouse area?
Like 15 minutes.
Do you want to check? Oh no, Silva would have been able to see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. There's no tanks and there's not a force coming here from what you could see. Right now.
Okay, so we want to move slowly through the forest, and then try to pick off any soldiers we find.
Let's go through the
You
receiving
ungrateful
center.
bastard, you coming with us?
Hmm?
You ungrateful bastard, you coming with us?
He's kind of taking to you a little bit now. And he goes, "Do I look ready?"
Yeah, let's go.
I goes, "All right. Let me go home quick and get some stuff on me, so
Okay.
I'm not at an AC 12."
Okay. Kahlua, do you know where for now and
Not cool.
Ace are?
She goes, they left in the morning in search of ammunition.
Okay.
They're still at it. She's a very determined sort.
I know. Do you know exactly where they're at?
Probably down by the bog. I told him that's where the nastiest rocks are.
Cool. I'm gonna go grab them. Do you want to come with us?
No, Mom, you should
Honestly,
stay here.
And she goes, "Well, you don't tell me what to do, but yes, I plan on staying here."
Okay.
It seems like all of the typical fighters are going out, and I may not be the best fighter, but I learned fencing in 5th grade.
Okay.
So yeah, for now, an Ace are with you.
Oh, okay.
You got Warren. He's looking better. He might have like some concealer where he like did himself up, so he's not looking so rough.
Oh, he's a pretty boy.
Yeah. He's older, but he does care about his appearance.
Naturally.
But yeah. So it's 4:30 now. So do we want to
That feels like
resolve that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, feels like a good natural
Next week.
stopping place.
Make a note of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Mental note.
It's gorilla time.
Y'all,
Guys, you know these
time
words.
to go bananas. Yeah. I'm going to say like
Bananas.
between Warren and Boggs, like you're not going to have to do any sort of survival check to get anywhere. So it'll just be stealth rolls, pretty much. So thoughts?
So it was an explosive episode.
Yeah, it can be a little annoying when your friend slams open the door.
Well, you said win, so I, took that as to be the win slams open.
It's just kind of unfortunate that relatively minor decision basically determined the whole course of today's session.
It really did.
Because we probably could have killed. They didn't have very much HP. They were at 30. It's you with a sneak attack plus me with my 2 attacks per round. And I could have even cast hold person in that situation. I wasn't planning on it because I wanted to cast invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I just think we could have perhaps taken out those guys were chumps. I mean, let's just be honest.
Yeah.
I took out 3 of them in one round. So
they're strength in numbers.
Yeah.
But also bear in mind some of them might be beefier that you have.
oh no yeah I
These
know.
ones were definitely.
But I just think that our plan was
Mhm.
had a good chance of working until the door slammed open,
Yeah.
and we had to roll initiative, and then it was we lost everything, and then we lost invisibility from
Yeah.
2 damage.
Yeah.
Well, and then
Yeah.
we I don't know, it's still...
If you have any questions, by the way, you can feel free to type them out in the
Yeah.
chat, and we will answer them.
Yep. We got 2 watchers. So.
You were up to 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I
Hey,
didn't even
I
notice.
was
that.
checking my computer.
So, I mean,
Cool.
let's see. The benefit of what did happen is we ostensibly... It was cool that you were able to create a distraction and I was just able to, just go
that
down.
worked out much better than I thought
Yeah.
it would.
It almost
I'm glad
worked
that
better.
gate was wooden.
Yeah. Good.
I was saying, in a way, though, it kept us... Because, the Thunderstep, I think, is really what made the plan work.
Mhm.
Because you guys were able to leave, and I could just fuck around with everything.
Mhm.
Made it so that we didn't have to deal with a lot of, in-combat shenanigans inside. Because if we had to fight a tank, God forbid...
Yeah, the real MVP was Thirsting Blade, me looking that up and being oh, I thought I could only do 2 melee attacks. I can just do 2 of any attacks. Because those 2 longbow strikes, those
Yeah.
are decimating. Those are downing a person in 1.5 rounds.
Yep.
So that helps a lot.
Because I made that encounter, hoping that we wouldn't have to do combat. But I also balanced it where there was a lot of people, but low HP enough that it wouldn't be oh, someone made an oops or something went wrong and now you're captured. You would have had to doubly fuck up to have that happen. So I tried to make it where there were consequences if things didn't go smoothly, but not so dire that if human error or dice error happened that it would be awful.
Nope, just Franz error.
Yeah. And actually, I as a DM, I felt bad having to follow that, but you literally said I slammed the door open, and I just remember when I was a player and my DM would be well, you slammed it, now you have to deal with what you said, and I'd be fuck, because yeah. So it was just weird being on the other side for once, where something huge changed over just instead of I open the door, I slam it open. Which seems small, but literally did change the way combat went.
I was trying to mimic the wind.
But yeah,
Yeah.
It's really funny that we all just were imagining it opening creakly, and we were no,
Yeah.
No, we should have had you cast
knock
Gust of
pictures
Wind.
off the wall.
Can you cast Gust of Wind in his snake form?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. But no, I mean it worked out. Like Thunderstep out. Did a lot of like it was kind of funny that the damage I rolled like super high on the damage
I
dice.
know.
The max damage on a 3d10 is 30 and I dealt 26.
Yup.
So that
hardly ever happens. Shit.
And that
So-
helped because those, like that second combat could have tipped things a bit.
Mhm. Yeah, it was possible. And so that was good. But I think the big thing was just setting the thing on fire, then taking out the guards in the front, like really just creating something that the soldiers or whatever, the mercenaries could not ignore at the front, which allowed
Yeah.
Franz the opportunity to get his thing done, which is exactly what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a good example of thinking on our feet.
Mm-hmm.
Moonbeam
Quite
was
literally.
fun.
Yeah. I like the guided moonbeam.
Yeah.
Because that was fun.
I finally got use out of disguise self. That was
Yep.
a big moment for me.
Yeah. One thing that I was curious about your thoughts about was the young character that could only like communicate telepathically. Like a kid using magic for like kid things, like to make his imaginary friend. And I'm not sure if you could think of other instances of like D&D things that are usually made for combat or for like sneaking around being used in other contexts.
I like that.
Yeah.
Think of a good example of something I've encountered.
Or else, oh, go ahead.
So I did a one shot recently, and it was basically like high school drama nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And so like they would like had a character who would use message like as a way to like send like flirty text messages.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fun.
Yeah.
I think like spells like Minor Illusion definitely give players an opportunity to create
Mm-hmm.
a lot of like weird, interesting things that can, and some, if not just nice flavor, like can change the dynamics of what's going on. I like that character, that little kid choice a lot because I think that's how kids would most likely use magic if that's all they know.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't get to the cards all that much, but he couldn't talk, so all of the verbal spells had to be through a different type of verbal. And like I looked
Sign
on like
language.
yeah, well no,
That was a joke. Sorry. Keep going.
no, I mean it is like sign language. I feel like would be an appropriate verbal for someone who couldn't speak.
Yeah.
I did written verbal
Mm.
because it's all verbal, but.
Mhm.
And like I was looking at on forums to see whether or not people like used a mute character and how they encountered using spells. I wasn't able to find anything. But I wasn't looking all that much, like all that hard.
I mean that would be cool, like having a completely mute character and how they
My
interact
wife-
with spells.
In our campaign is playing a blind character.
Yeah.
She sees through her familiar.
Oh, interesting.
It's a little chameleon that's
Yeah.
like a. So like that's one of the things like with your find familiar and stuff. Like as long as you talk to your DM, you can make it anything you want.
Mhm.
Little
Yeah.
chameleon is like we'll use the lizard stats, right? Or you want to be a garden snake, that's fine. We'll go find the stats for that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I really like using like the rules as written but substituting
Mhm.
for stuff. Like the lizard for chameleon.
Yeah, I'd say one example of like your original question of like using like a thing that's meant for combat or something for another purpose. So I remember when my character from last campaign, Sue, she was a monk, and so one of the things I did to like impress like this like wrestling carny person was I like did like a wuxia, like a step of the wind to like
Yeah.
jump like 10-15 feet in the air and then slow fall to like slowly drift down to be like, look, I can do tricks too. And
Yeah.
so like that would be like an example of like those two abilities aren't even really meant to be used in conjunction with each other, but
Mhm.
in this instance it kind of fleshes out the character and the interaction in a unique way.
Mm-hmm. Well, like another thing that I'm just like genuinely interested in like incorporating into not just this campaign but just in general is like characters with disabilities that are still using magic and just like for example using their familiar to see through, whilst like at the same time not taking their disability away but acknowledging it and being able to work with it, and still be in combat. Because sometimes you'll see that, oh, they're blind. What use are they in combat? It's like, well, a lot actually.
Yeah, I think like one of the worst things. Like I was actually reading a thread on Reddit today where it was just like a D&D subreddit, and they were talking about like a character who can't walk and like, is in a wheelchair, and it was like some people were saying like he can't be a rogue because like he's in a wheelchair, and it's like this is a game where there's like fucking dragons flying around, right? Like I can touch you and we're both invisible, right? Like I'm like a character can work in a wheelchair, like you can figure it out. Like if you're flying wheelchair, like I mean like your magic or like anything, it doesn't have to be like you just be like, yeah, you wheel around, shoot people with your crossbow, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's a really reductive way of looking, especially at the rogue. I mean, you could go with the mastermind archetype, which I feel like would fit maybe like a, I don't know, kind of Professor X-like character while still being a rogue. There's possibilities. Like I almost lost one of my character's hands in a campaign once, which would drastically change the way you play. And then I'm like, oh, just have Mage Hand as the hand. It didn't end up happening because I got out of the situation. But I'm like, oh, then like I talked to Dan, if I lose my hand, like just perpetual Mage Hand, and as a rogue, like it would eat up my bonus action. But
yeah, and it's like that, and I think one of the worst things you can do is be like, oh, like with like my wife's character who's blind, like there are no plans for someone to like cast lesser restoration. Like she's a cleric, she can learn restoration and like regain her eyesight or whatever. Or she's probably born blind, but like it's like no, like that's like the whole point of the characters that they're blind. Like yeah, sure, there's like ways like circumvent it, like literally like be like, but like kind of the cool thing about D&D is like you can be like, you just be like, no, this is like what defines the character. This is what's cool about them, right? Like what's interesting. Like it doesn't have to be like this negative thing they have to like overcome by dispelling it, right? They can just they can have it and be cool with it, and like I think that's really cool. Like and it's just sometimes it's dumb when people are just like, oh man, like my hero fantasy is like can't exist with a blind character. And I'm like, nah, it can't. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it actually reminds me a lot of Bogsy. Like you've created your character in such a way that you have to kind of like skirt around being in like your swamp thing like form. And obviously we talked about how the hat kind of helps address that mechanically. But yeah, I'm curious to see how Boggs is gonna now that his mom is a Swamp Thing and he has more truer sense of who he is as a Swamp Thing, how that'll change his relationship to that hat and I don't know, social interactions.
Yeah, I don't know. That'll be interesting. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna become like less attached to the life he thought he was leaving behind.
Oof.
Like how human is he going to become or not?
I don't know. I think it might be really interesting if he became very unhuman.
Yeah.
Like maybe like completely detached from the world of humanity, where human life means nothing. It could be really fun to play, but I think that would butt heads with Max.
Because we already don't have that dynamic.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
Huh.
I mean, but it is interesting because the way that I considered Boggs' mom was it's no longer a human versus nature, but humans as nature.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of how I interpreted Kasula's merge with that, where she lived on this land, she protected the land. Well, now she literally is the land.
Yeah.
So it's all that more meaningful to her. But
yeah, like I kind of think when you I don't know.
and that's why we tell science fiction and fantasy stories, right? It's like because obviously that doesn't exist in real life, but that's okay, right? Like, and I think, like to me, like the whole reason we tell these stories is like the fantastical nature allows us to like breathe life into like concepts, right? And so in this case, it's like the concept of like like fusing the idea of like a person's relationship with a place, right? And then it's like, well, we can literally, because this is fantastical, fuse place and person, right? And so like, what is that? Like, that's interesting. That's cool. And it represents in the real world where people are connected to place, you know.
Because it reminds me of like 6th grade English, where they're like, oh yeah, all novels are man versus nature, or man versus self, or man versus man. And when I learned that, like, little Kelly was like, that sounds stupid. There's probably more to it than that. But you're Plan C person. I don't know if you want to speak to that at all, or is there more than just those 3 that you eventually learn?
Well, once you get out of curriculum English, you kind of realize, I don't know, we don't need to get in like how curriculums teach English. I don't really think they do. But it's often when we talk about stories, we want to talk about them reductively. We want to talk about them in like very broad strokes. And I don't know, all those novels were boring.
Yeah. I have a friend who describes how every movie's the same because they have like basically like rising action and conclusion. Like that's basically like his point. Like he's like, yeah, every movie's the same. Like all the Toy Story movies are the same movie because like Woody goes out and does something, there's a climax and then it's over, right? Like sure, if you like, but that's like you're being like so reductionist. It's like you're taking away like all of like the meaning is not really like in the man versus man or the man versus machine or the man versus nature. Like that's not really where, or the man versus himself. If that's not in there, then they're definitely teaching it wrong. Because that's Don Quixote, right? That's Hamlet. But like it's just kind of like the point of storytelling is like that it's like way more than those things, right? Like we just think about like, you know,
D&D is just rolling plastic and doing math.
Yeah.
Well, I think when we talk about it in those strokes, we kind of like the lose sense of character, and that's what I love about D&D is it's like character driven. Like going back to Shakespeare, the way I always saw Shakespeare is like, oh, if it's a tragedy, everyone dies at the end. If it's a comedy, everyone gets married at the end. And structurally, a lot of Shakespearean plays fit into that mold. You can pick up a Shakespearean play within a page, like, yeah, I know, I can kind of like broad strokes know what's going to happen, but the plot isn't really what's important, or at least that's not all there is to a story. And I think that's often how English is taught, and that's what I like about D&D is it's so reactive to player choice that you can't really sit there and tell what's going to happen. Maybe broadly, very broadly, assuming our characters survive, X, Y, and Z potentially can happen, but even then, like there's so much assumption in that, it's hard to even pinpoint.
Yeah, one thing that's nice about D&D is it at least avoids like plot things because it's so messy. Today we did an infiltration mission that ended up with a gate on fire and a bajillion guards dead.
Yeah. I did not see it going that way, even if you guys got found out.
So so like the tone of the game can really dramatically shift. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I also didn't think that you would still get Warren or like any intel if you guys got found out. So I thought it would just be like, oh, we got to go back and lick our wounds and then come back again and try again. We're still gonna try even though everything's on fire.
And well, we did that without communication at all.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think he'd have Warren. I guess I'm like my character, like my logic was Franz is in there. I can't leave Franz behind. Probably didn't think Franz wouldn't leave me behind because that wouldn't be true. But I wouldn't leave Franz behind, and so I was like, what can I do? It was like I got to make a distraction. Like they know that something's up. If they think that we're what's up, maybe Franz can get out of there.
Like because I was thinking about like what my character would do, and so I was around the building. You guys would have thunderstepped away. I would have heard it. That doesn't necessarily tell me where you're at. So I'm just like, okay, I know I'm like, okay, I could probably still get in there. My whole idea is I disguise self, but once they started leaving, I'm like, oh crap, I could go in there. I can still complete the mission. Because originally I was just going to run out the gate.
That would have been a great idea. Well, if it was on fire, you could have been like, you run out the gate, like the flaming gate, like you're like crazy soldier, like who's just ready to fight. And then they eulogize the utility worker who thought he could take on the magic users who struck our base. There's like a big monument built to that utility worker.
That would be really funny. Yeah, so I had like a couple different plans, but then I was actually really surprised that they weren't gonna stay. So when you said they're moving, I'm like, oh well, this is unarmed.
Yup.
Figure this out. Well, I'm so glad there was not like an army down there. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Like in my head, I was like, would they have it guarded? And in my like when I planned it, I didn't think so because it's like a smelly lizard pit.
Well, they had the
so-
guards. We got them out, rid of them.
Yeah. And whoever would have been in there got drawn out.
Yeah.
So at that point, I didn't think that there would be because there was around 50 people. There were some people in the tanks that left.
Yep.
You've killed about 10, so to keep to everything, it's like yeah, that's who's there.
Our future fights will be easier now.
Yeah,
They took out 10.
Yeah, there's 40 of them now.
Yeah, 41.
Oh, 41. And then yeah, we got yeah, so I think today really kind of helped demonstrate like two things: unpredictability and adaptability.
Mm-hmm.
More so than like previous sessions where it was, I would say for the most part, it's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
And then today it was just like, well, you have to live with the fact that y'all just fucked up.
I know.
I specifically fucked up.
Yeah, I felt the rage levels a little. And I felt.
I felt
bad.
frustrated that like I just failed like 3 saves on a row. Like the most important saves. Like if we were still invisible, maybe there's like a chance we can like fix that situation or something. But no.
Yeah.
You got us out of invisibility within a second.
I was still also curious what was going to happen if the door would have just slowly opened. I'm still curious about what would have happened then.
That's not what happened.
That did not what happened.
I mean, I know what would have happened, but
What would have happened?
it would have been a surprise round. Like they would have just like, oh, why is this open? Bam. Yeah. At least one
Exactly
of
what
them.
we planned. But yeah, no, I think today kind of played out kind of like a Jackie Chan like drunken master.
Oh, it was
kinda, like,
very drunken master.
like just like we go in with a plan and then that doesn't go right at all. But like other sessions, you know, like when we fought those Inquisitors, it was like more
That
like a
was,
high
like-
octane like kind of like a mystery action movie where like the first fight was like a weird ghost fight right for a little
Yeah.
bit, and then the second fight was like all like magic hold person like.
Mhm.
You know, like really intense, but like not like this. And that's one of the nice things is that the story can just really change week to week depending on the actions you take.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it was nice to put us in a context where like we did have overwhelming odds, and it did kind of like create different dynamics with how like first time we actually had a retreat, like an actual retreat. Well, kind of had one when we fought the first giant and the earthquake was happening, but.
Yeah, that one was a forced retreat.
Yeah, forced retreat. I wouldn't count that.
So I wouldn't count that one. There was the Inquisition the first time you met them.
Oh right, I
Yeah,
forgot about
we
that.
retreated there.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you picked one off and then bolted.
Yeah, that guy got fucking wrecked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Closing thoughts because we got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons is fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons is fun. Also, not to defend my actions, but I do think it is fun to make bold actions, and I do think it's fun to like let consequences like make the best of consequences.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of D&D people are like afraid to make the wrong choice, and there are wrong choices.
I jump
That's
into the pit of lava.
Yeah. Let's split the party.
Yeah, never split the party. Except in like situations today where we kind of had to split the party. Well, yeah, we had to split the party.
Yeah, I play a Goliath Bard, and
Ooh.
so I love that character so much. She actually was placed in one of the towns that like she didn't play out a role, but like you have encountered her, but not the true her. And she's a very like loud mouth, like what the fuck, let's get going. You know, like we need to do something, and you're taking too long. So she'll like kind of push it forward, and sometimes it's for the best, and sometimes she gets people grabbing their torches and pitchforks, like, and the party has to deal with that.
Goliaths are so much fun.
They are. So.
Especially if you put them in, like, if you don't make them a barbarian or a fighter. I think that makes them a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's been a, like, kind of a tanky sort of bard.
Oh, yeah.
Where,
Just do anything.
yeah. where she does mostly range, and she refuses to get hurt. So she'll stay out of the way, and she has stone skin, so she can, pretty much second wind it, more or less. But I'm actually going to have her take on a level as a protection fighter, because she started out as a very, I'm here for me. But then, everyone around her is so nice, and then she's like, oh man, they're getting hurt. I'm going to start learning how to protect them. So
I wish 5e was a little bit had more fleshed out multi-classing system, because it's such, unless you go in and are very diligent about how you're building your character, which I don't think anyone should be. I don't like trying to plan out your character ahead of time. Maybe a little bit, but I wish it was because I like those flavor moments where oh, my character is a different person, so they don't forget what they had, but they're making different choices. So for your character, it makes a lot of sense to dip into fighter and still be a bard. I don't know, maybe for 6e.
Yeah. So, and the other thing that's frustrating is the level up system, where usually you'll multi-class starting at 5 the earliest. I would say 3 if you're ambitious. Well, yeah, sorry, 5, and then on the 6th level you multi-class.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can only think of one other multi-class build in which you wouldn't want to do that, but it's already cheating. So yeah.
I think that could partially be fixed if there was just a few more feats that did things that some classes do, not removing their identity, but you want just the protection thing, right? That paladins and fighters have access to. That could be, that's not something that's unique to them, right? That's just a fighting style. So you could just have a feat that's pick a new fight, grab a fighting style, right? Or 2 fighting.
She also wants that sweet chainmail ability.
Yeah. No, that's fair. But but you get what I'm kind of saying is sometimes with multi-classing, it's yes, you're just sometimes it's just min-maxing or whatever, but other times it's just it fit with my character to have this particular thing that another class has, and if you could just have a little more feats that allowed you to do that, then you wouldn't have to multi-class to do it. You could just pick up that feat.
Yeah.
I had a friend who once he did a barbarian warlock, which is the worst multi-class you can ever do in the game.
Is it?
I think anything with a warlock is good.
Well, except warlock is mostly concentration, and barbarians can't hold concentration 90% of the time. So there's a lot of different things.
I mean, you just don't pick the concentration spells.
Yeah, but
I have the armor of Agathis. That'd be great on a barbarian.
Oh, it is.
Or Thunderstep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so and his whole shtick for it though was he just wanted to create this character that this kind of raised by wolves barbarian type who this patron basically adopted and just keeps bringing him back. So he was this patchwork Frankenstein figure that kept getting sent out whenever he died, because he could just go into a rage and take care of the patron's demands. And I liked it as a flavor. As a multi-class, was it the most, was it min-maxed? Absolutely not. But it was cool. There's actually, on Reddit, this guy, he's developed this whole, talent tree system that works similar to that. So, basically, instead of, it works on a couple different levels, but, you could take, if I want to just, pick up a defense fighting style, you could do that. And there's a point system kind of similar to how your
stats are?
Yeah, stats. So instead of taking an ASI, you could pick up 2 talent points and then spend them on, dueling or ritual casting. And there's a whole, I can send it to you later.
Yeah, I'm interested.
It's really OP in some situations. It's still, it's a homebrew thing. But I like that system a lot, because I think feats are really good, and 5e they're trying to have you not get feats.
Well, I think what they want to do in 5e is they don't want it to feel like feats are necessary to make your character useful. Because if you look at 3rd and 4th edition, you could screw up your character's ability to be useful if you just took the wrong feats. Let's say you're a ranger in 3.5e. There's all these different archery feats you just have to take if you want to be an archer, right? You take some magic stuff, you literally neuter your character in that situation. And so like in 5e, what they want is that if you, are you a level 15 character and someone else is a level 15 character, you're both, or like level 6 or 7, you're both like viable characters who like work well with this challenge rating system and everything. Like that's how 5e is built.
Yes.
And so like I don't mind like the fact that feats take a little bit of a backseat, because like you don't want feats to, I don't think, to have such a primary place where someone has to feel like they have to know all the feats in order to play their character.
Mm.
But you just want them to be an option for like when you want to be able to hold this shield up in front of my friend, right? Or something like that.
Or I want like magic initiate. I want a little bit of magic, but I don't want to dedicate my archetype or class to it.
Yeah. It is 5:02.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's wrap it up and reconvene next week.
Okay,
All
bye
right, thanks
everybody.
Thanks all
watching,
for joining
everybody.
us.